And we are live, back for week 23 predictions of the 2020-21 English Premier League. And I'm dressed like I'm on a tropical island right now because things are nice. Of the 2020-21. Whoa. Whoa. Tuning into the stream, but thought it was muted. But big up to everybody in here right about now. Have a nice cup of tea here to sip as we go along. And, have my water on deck. And I'm back. It ain't easy, you know what I mean? I woke up 8:30 Eastern time. My time, it might be a different time where you're living. And I was like, oh my God, I wish I could sleep for the rest of the morning, man. Oh, man, I wish I can. Yeah, man. Aloha. Thriller from Manila. Coming to you from Tahiti right now. Coming from Tahiti right now. That's where I want to be right now. Tahiti. Never been there, but that's where I want to be right about now. But big up to everybody in here right about now. Back with another one. Appreciate you coming through. And we are going to do Premier League Match Week 23 predictions. So, how's everybody feeling right now? I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling pretty okay. It's pretty tough, Streaming since Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I've been streaming. I don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow, though. I don't know. According to what happened in the games tomorrow. Big up to Adish Ray. But I will be back on Sunday for sure. It is a must. I'm coming back Sunday, man. I'm coming back Sunday. And we'll see how it goes next week. But in 2021, I'm definitely doing a lot more live streams than usual. So good morning to everybody in here, man. Good morning. Or good afternoon. Or good night to you, wherever you are right now. Okay. Why am I getting these messages? But yeah, man, Thriller is saying, funny, I'm watching you on Doc's channel right now. Yeah, Doc chose to put out the a premiere for that game right now. And yeah, but he did consult with me about the time and I said, okay. I thought it was actually 2 p.m. my time. Little did I know it was 2 p.m. his time. So it's always, I'm always getting mixed up with the UK time and the guys over in the UK, you know what I'm saying? But I'm back, man. Big up to everybody in here right about now. We have some big games to talk about. Liverpool City, Man United, Everton, all the biggest ones this weekend. And we are going to get into these fixtures right now, man. Remember, man, no pressure. Just here, all by my lonesome, solo, dolo, doing my damn thing. You see what I'm saying? Doing my damn thing. And we're going to get things on the road. If you're yet to like the video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. And we have Adnan. How are you doing, Adnan? So Adnan is saying, what's up, Dom? Today's my birthday. I share it with some greats. Neymar Tevez, man. Happy birthday to you, man. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Adnan. Happy birthday to you. I hope you live to see many more, bro. Big up. Big up to Flynn as well. Flynn says, if you were offered anything for free in your life, don't have to pay for anything. Get instant access to everything. All you got to do is become a Liverpool supporter. Would you? Oh, boy. You put him in a very, very bad pot, You put him in a bad spot. There. Because, look, the smart me would just become a Liverpool supporter. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to get rid of my bills and my debt and all these things and, maybe have some money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? And if I offer anything for free in your life, yeah, get rid of my debt for free. Pay off my house for free. Pay off my bills for free. You see what I'm saying? Handle that. Handle business. free food for the rest of my life. I ain't got to spend no more money. Of course. Of course. What you think I'm going to, oh, nah, man. You know what? City for life. Listen, this ain't no test. It ain't no test. It's just me being smart. I don't care how anybody want to look at it. I'm going to just be smart. You see what I'm saying? What am I going to do in that situation? Am I going to stay broke, stay with bills, and stay a City fan in that situation? Man's got to do what a man's got to do, man. You see what I'm saying? So, look, we're going to get into this week's predictions right away. And we're going to start with a big game. We're going to hit it off with a big game. But before we go into the predictions, let's just touch on what happened in match week 22. Well, starting from the last game that was played, Chelsea defeated Spurs 1-0. I predicted a 2-0 win for Chelsea. Since Thomas Tuchel took charge of the club, they have not conceded a single goal. Bravo, man. Bravo. And even though Thiago Silva went off injured, Tottenham still couldn't take advantage of that. Listen, I told you guys before, once Harry Kane broke both his ankles, well, they're not broken, but he messed up his ankles, both of them, Tottenham are done. Tottenham or Harry, it's Tottenham. Tottenham or Harry Kane is Tottenham. Tottenham is Harry Kane. That's what it is. Anytime he leaves that club, down, if he ever does. It's the heart and soul of, he is the heart and soul of the club. You take out the heart, what happens? Dead team. Dead team. See what I'm saying? Dead. Call the funeral parlor. Dead. They were dead in the game. Telling you. It's the worst I've seen them play the last couple of games. They've been terrible. Spurs have been terrible, I'm telling you. They have been playing some horrible football for about the last 10 games. I'm pretty sure they only picked up 2 wins in their last 10 games or so. Could Mourinho get the sack? You never know. You never know. I don't think they will sack him now. You know what I mean? I think they would allow him to go through to the rest of the season and see what happens. And if he does not get top 4, they might just sack him. He might have to win the Europa League or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, what they're doing is diabolical. And no pun intended, because Eric Dyer has been horrible. If it wasn't for Eric Dyer with that dumb tackle on Timo Werner, maybe it would have been a 0-0 draw. Maybe it would have. But I don't know what this guy's thinking. I don't know what he was thinking when he ran up in the stands after a supporter last season. I don't know what's going on in his head. But he needs to assess himself, man. Seriously. Because nowhere you should be on the ground. Have 2 other defenders around to help you out. Timo Werner, in the form he's in right now, he would never go around those defenders and score. Even if he go around the defenders, he won't score. You know what I mean? So, I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. I don't get why Eric Dyer did what he did, but he did. Penalty. And Jorginho ain't skipping no more. He's not skipping to the loo no more. Skip to my loo. Skip to my loo. He ain't doing that no more. It was so strange to see Jorginho actually ran up and ran straight through and scored. I'm like, wow. But, you know, Chelsea should have scored more than one. They should have scored more than one. But a win is a win, you know what I'm saying? A win is a win. Tottenham walk away with no points again. And Chelsea walk away happier, the 2 team in the London derby here. And as Malik Anthony Gray said earlier, London is blue. It's blue. Blue. For the next game there, Brighton and Hove Albion defeated Liverpool 1-0 on the road. Aston Villa lost at home 1-3 to West Ham United. Leeds United lost at home 1-2 to Everton. So that is like 4 teams in a row that lost at home. Another team to lose at home is Fulham, losing 2-0 to Leicester. Another team to lose at home last week was Newcastle, losing 2-1 to Crystal Palace. But for the last 3 games, we had Man United winning at home 9-0 against Southampton, Wolves defeating Arsenal at home 2-1, and Sheffield United doing the business versus West Brom 2-1 at home. So we had 7 home losses or 7 away wins and 3 home wins, 3 away losses. What a week. Not a single draw like I predicted. I predicted way too many draws last week, man. None of them happened. I was a bit on the fence, that's why. See what I'm saying? I was a bit on the fence and I got electrocuted. That's what happened to me. Definitely happened. So in the top 5 goal scoring charts right now, I'm only going to do top 5. Salah is still on top with 25 goals. Harry Kane is in second, 12, but he's injured right now, so he should get surpassed soon. Bruno Fernandes has 12 as well. Heung-min Son, who has 12, has not scored since Harry Kane got injured. Son, it's like Son didn't even play, man. I don't know who played, whether it was son or daughter. Listen, it was not Son. Maybe it was stepson that played yesterday, but it wasn't Heung-min Son. It was Heung-min stepson that played yesterday because it wasn't him. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has 12, and a 23-year-old striker, is looking to get to 20 this season. Can he? Maybe he can. He would need to do his thing against Man United this coming weekend. So after that match week, the table reads: Sheffield at the bottom, they have 11 points. West Bromwich Albion has 12, they're 19th. Fulham 18th with 14 points. And there's an 8-point gap between them and Burnley, who are 17th with 22 points. Also on 22 points are Newcastle United in 16th. Brighton going up the charts after 2 spectacular wins against Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur. They have 24 points in 15th. Wolves coming off of a good win against Arsenal. They are 14th on 26 points. Crystal Palace continues surging, 13th with 29 points after 22 games played. We have 12th, we have Southampton, 29 points after that 9-0 drubbing. Their goal difference goes down to a -7. Leeds United. Leeds, man. They win one, they lose one, they win one, they lose one. You know how Leeds do their thing. You see what I'm saying? They're 11th right now, 29 points as well. It's very, very close, man. It is very close. It is close. Arsenal are 9th right now. They have 32 points. Spurs 8th, 33 points. Everton are 7th with, is this table right? Yeah, it is right. It is right. I think it is right. I can't, wait. Yeah, it is right. I'm bugging out right now. Yeah, it is right. It is right. It is right. I got to make sure it's right. I can't continue and it's not right. You see what I'm saying? I cannot do that. But Chelsea are 6th. They have 36 points. Chelsea are surging, man. Chelsea are surging. There's only 4 points that separate Chelsea from the top 4. This is crazy. Since Thomas Tuchel took charge, 3 games, a possible 9, he got 7 points. Maybe it was the right decision to sack Frank Lampard. Maybe it was. West Ham United are doing well this season. Their best start to any season ever. They are currently 5th with 38 points. Liverpool are 4th, 40 points, 22 games. Remember? I hear people in here asking me for Ryan and all of that. Remember? You guys remember what I was telling Ryan about where Liverpool would end up? Remember that? What if? And what he said? Delusional, man. Delusional. 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 See what I'm saying? Delusional. You got to be rational. You can't be delusional. You cannot be. Leicester City a third with 42 points. Man United a second with 44. And on top of the league is City with 47 points with a game in hand. Maybe you could just change that 47 to 50 and done. Just do it. Just do it. Because the way City have been playing is just amazing. Amazing. You see what I mean? So that's a recap of what's going on in the Premier League so far. Let us get into this week's predictions. Let's start with the first game. Let us start with Aston Villa versus Arsenal FC. How's everybody in here doing right now? How's everybody feeling? Big up to Fabio. Borrell DXN is saying, Dama get cocky. Nope, not getting cocky. How could I? This is what I don't get with people. How could I get cocky when I predicted at the beginning of the season that City would win the title? Please explain that to me. How am I cocky when I already predicted it and I already said it from the beginning? You guys are taking my reactions after a couple draws and a couple losses and trying to use it against me. That's what you guys keep doing. But it is not the right thing to do because at the beginning of the season, I predicted City to win the title. So knock it off, guys. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it already. Please. Okay? Stop it. Big up to Doug. He says, big up to Dominic. Thank you so much for coming on the channel to preview for the game Sunday. Klopp said Alisson, Fabinho, and Mane should be back. They better be back. They better be back. They better. But as I told you, with these guys being back, would they be match sharp and ready for a City who is sharper than a stepping razor? Don't you watch my size? I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous, said the late, great Peter McIntosh. All right? So, watch yourselves, man. Watch yourself where you're stepping. Watch yourselves where you I know you're not walking alone, but watch yourself where you're stepping, man. See what I'm saying? Watch it where you're stepping. Watch where you're stepping. So look. We're not going to stray too much. I will get to that game. I will talk about that game pretty soon, so stick around. Grab yourself something to sip on or something, because we're going to be here for a long time. We're going to be here for about 3 hours or so. About 3 hours. If I finish before 3 hours, then great. I did a great job. And yeah. But we're going to be here for a while. We're going to be here for a while. So right about now, 9th versus 10th. Aston Villa versus Arsenal FC. The key to Arsenal, you have to stop Grealish. Negate the threat of Grealish. Nullify him. And you're good. If you stop Grealish, you win the game. If you don't, you know what happens. You know what happens. You will be put to the sword. So, Villa doing well this season. Pretty comfortable. They won't have to worry anything about relegation. Dean Smith ain't got to worry about losing his job or anything. John Terry or the backroom staff, they're doing great. As for Arsenal, they won't have to worry about relegation like they were early on in the season. They have got their mojo back. But with that loss against Wolves, it seems like they could be going through another rut. And they don't want that. They don't want the complacency to start kicking in again. They need to refocus and they need to go again. And it starts this Saturday against Aston Villa. Starts against Aston Villa. So Villa ain't no easy team to push aside. But as of late, they have not been playing at their best. I'm not sure if it's the whole 3-week break, almost 3-week break they had when COVID-19 ran through their squad. But they have not been picking up the results here. You know what I mean? They lost to West Ham, lost to Burnley, and they lost to Man City. And that's talking about their last 5 games since they came back. 3 losses, and they do have 2 wins against Newcastle and Southampton. But these are struggling teams that they beat. Arsenal are not a struggling unit right about now. What happened against freaking Wolves? It's David Luiz and, Bernd Leno and them just, But the thing is, not having Burnt Leno could be a very, 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 bad thing for Arsenal. Because I know Runner Runnison, when he came on against Wolves, he pulled off a few big saves and all. But, you know what I'm saying? He pulled off a few big saves. But this is a new game. You're starting from the beginning. You're not coming on and, doing a little job there. You're starting from the beginning. There will be more time to beat you. And that could be the Achilles heel for Arsenal going into this game. They won't have David Luiz because the appeal was turned down. On the other hand, Southampton's appeal for Jan Bednarek was overturned. So Jan Bednarek will be available to play this weekend with his red card being rescinded. So David Luiz will not play. That's a good thing for Arsenal. That is a great thing. That's a great thing, okay? That is a great thing. You see what I'm saying? So I think Wolves did the double over Arsenal. They did the double. And both games were crazy games. The first game was when David Luiz, involved again, cracked open Raul Jimenez's skull. He didn't do it intentionally, but he was involved. He was involved. And then, bam, he's in the thick of things again. So this one is... It is a tricky one at first glance on paper, but in reality, if you really analyze this game and you see what Burnt Leno does for Arsenal, Arsenal are on the back foot here. Villa, right now, they are home. They are the favorites to win this game, in my opinion, being that Arsenal's number one keeper isn't available, and the way they have been the couple times I've seen Runnison, I was not convinced. So on November 8th, Aston Villa defeated Arsenal 3-0. He had goals from Saka, an own goal from Saka, and Ollie Watkins scored a brace in that game. Grealish picked up an assist. Ross Barkley picked up an assist, and both players will be definitely available for that game. So yeah, Arsenal under pressure here. Not the right team to play an Aston Villa, who defeated them early on in the season. You see. So, yeah. Back-to-back wins for Villa against Arsenal since their return to the Premier League as well. And before that, Villa did not defeat Arsenal since 2013. So after about 7 games of dominance, 7 games of dominance between 2013 and 2019, seems like Villa are getting the stronghold on Arsenal once again. How's Mikel Arteta team going to respond here? Are they going to go and play attacking football, try to pick up the win here with Odegaard start? Definitely will see Thomas Partey. I think he's fit again. Would Aubameyang start the game? He should. He should definitely start. Saka should start. They still have a good team. They still have a very good team. But my issue is the goalkeeper, though. It's the goalkeeper. The guys in front of him would have to protect him, seeing that that would be Rob Holding. Most likely it would be Gabriel. They have to protect him. Bellerin, Cedric would play at left back, I think. They gotta protect their goalkeeper because he's gonna be vulnerable. And we know the way Aston Villa play. They play that swashbuckling football up and down the flanks with guys like Grealish, Traore. If El Ghazi plays, Ollie Watkins is slipperier than a mangoose. And they just a solid outfit right about now. You know what I'm saying? Solid team. And it's gonna be. I'm not saying that Arsenal can get the better of Aston Villa here, get their revenge from that 3-0 loss early on in the season. But I have a feeling that Villa are gonna take this one. I think Villa is gonna. Sorry, Triller. I'm Triller. Sorry, but I have a feeling Villa is gonna win this game, and I'm gonna say a 2-1 victory for Aston Villa. You better hope I'm wrong. So Villa versus Arsenal, I'm gonna go for a 2-1 victory for Aston Villa here. What are you guys saying in the chat right now? Big up to you, bro. Big up to you, my boy. Big up to you. You're one of my members, loyal members. Big up to you. And what we got here? Thriller said, I have absolutely zero confidence in Runnison. 2-1 to Villa. Prediction. Just not, please, not another red card. Yeah, that's another thing. Who knows? With guys like Grealish going down very, very easily, like a toddler trying to walk for the first time, there could be penalties in this game. But big up to my boy Robert Robinson in the chat there as well. What do you guys have for your prediction? We have Doug saying a 2-0 to Villa. Donovan McCrabb, 3-2. Villa fire Arteta. I don't know about that one, but Arteta won't get fired. I think he pulled things back, but it's time for Arsenal to start losing again. It's time. It is time. I'm not wishing that to happen, but they went for a long time without losing. So their time has come for them to start losing. Just like how Southampton are losing right now. And then you have teams like Brighton and Sheffield are winning games again. So, that's just the way it is, man. That's just the way it is. The cycle of life. That's just the way it is. I don't think that's a cycle of life, but, I just felt like saying that. Sometimes you just feel like saying things. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Yeah. So what else we got in terms of predictions here? We have Sebastian saying 3-1 to Villa. What else we have? Gervais, Thriller himself said a 2-1 to Villa. What else we have here? Kosa Klapper, big up to you. He says 3-2, close game. Malik Anthony Gray, a 2-1 Arsenal win. Yeah, it could go any way, but I'm just going for Villa to win this game because of, just from my analysis of what happened and the disaster that Arsenal had the last game there. I'm just going for them not to freaking win the game. You know what I mean? So, Klappo, Mania, he asking, Dom, do you think either Davies or Kabak will start? My answer to that, please start them. Start the both of them. Start the both of them on one of them. I beg you, please start. Let them start. I'll get to that later in the chat, though, so stick around. Stick around. So Jota is asking what Morgan Sanson will give to Villa. Well, I haven't watched a lot of Morgan Sanson, but I'm pretty sure he's a decent French player. Came from Marseille, and he will just add another option for Dean Smith in the middle. That's what I think he'll offer right now. Options. That's it. For now. So we're going to move on to the next game. We're not going to stall. So I'm going for Aston Villa to defeat Arsenal in that one, despite Arsenal having a very, very good record against Villa. But Villa are going to continue to stretch their home wins against Arsenal, where they only have 4 in 25 games and 9 draws, 12 losses. That's not a good home record against Arsenal. It's time to improve that, okay? It is time to improve it. They actually have more wins on the road against Arsenal than they have at home. So I'm looking for Grealish to do his thing, and Villa to win this game. That's not what I'm hoping to happen for all the Arsenal fans in here, but that's just my prediction. That's it. You better hope I get it wrong. You better do. So we're going to move on. So we got about 50 people in here right now. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. I appreciate everybody who already did so. And the people who did it before the live stream even started, you are the real deal. For real, man. You are. So let us move on to the next one. This one is a tricky one to talk about, to predict. Burnley FC versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Brighton coming off of back-to-back wins. They haven't conceded in three to 4 games or something like that. And they're doing well, man. They're doing well. So wait, let me bring up Brighton and let you know those stats for real. Yeah, 3 games, 3 Premier League games, yet to concede a goal across those 3 games. They picked up 7 points against Fulham, Tottenham, and against Liverpool. This is crazy. This Premier League is so difficult to predict, I'm telling you. And I love it, man. I absolutely love it because you have a team down at the bottom of the table slapping teams that we are calling and considering title contenders. They ain't contenders, man. They're pretenders. The great pretenders. That's what they are, apparently, because how are you going to lose to Brighton right about now? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For real. For real. You can't lose to these teams. You lose into these bottom teams, these bottom feeders like that. And I cannot continue to, be fearful of you. I cannot continue to be, calling you contenders, pretenders. Until you turn that around, then yeah, maybe. But right now, you're living in pretense. You're living in pretense. And you see, we have some very delusional, I'm telling you about delusional Liverpool fans. And this is one of the biggest delusional Liverpool fans we have in here. This guy right here. I've never seen people so delusional, man. I've never seen people so delusional. How could you be so delusional, bro? How? We got another one right here. Look. Liverpool ain't pretenders. So what are you? Are you contenders? Damn sure ain't no contender. You damn sure ain't no contender right now after you freaking lost at home to Burnley and you lost at home to Brighton. This is your home. This is your home ground where you did not lose a game in 68 matches. What has gotten into the team? Klopp said mental fatigue. All I hear, what? Huh? All I hear is excuses. Excuses, man. Excuses, seriously. Let me sip some tea to that. Tea kind of hot. I put it in this cup today because this cup keeps the tea hot for a while. Keeps it hot for a long time. For a very, very long time. But, yeah. All right. I'm going to bring the heat. Listen, I'm not here. Listen, you see the thing is with some of you guys? Some of you guys act like babies. Clapomania. It's his opinion, Dom. No need calling people delusional. What is wrong with calling people delusional? Delusional. Are you one of those people who think that Liverpool are still going to win the league? If you do, you're delusional. You probably have not been watching what's going on. You're not watching are you watching the league or you're not? Are you watching the league or you're not watching the league? You guys are not watching the league. Maybe you guys are watching all games from last season. It has to be. You're living in an alternate universe or something. Like, are we in Fringe or something? Is this the Spideyverse or something like that? Because look, the way Liverpool are playing, how can you continue? You play 22 games, you drop points in 11, You only won 50. How could you win a title winning 50% of your games? There's only 16 games left, man. 16. And nobody actually thought that Brighton and Burnley could beat Liverpool at Anfield. Maybe at Turf Moor or the Amex Stadium, but not at Anfield. So stop the delusional habits and get back to reality. We're living on planet Earth, okay? Planet Earth we're living on. All right? It's February 5th, 2021, and it's now 10:06 a.m. Eastern Time. I don't know where the time is where you're at, but get back to reality, please. I don't know who you're watching. I don't know who's convincing you that there is still, Liverpool are still in some type of title race. You know what? If you want to keep believing that, go ahead with the delusional stuff. Please go ahead. You see what I mean? please go ahead. You know what I mean? But I'm not here for the BS, man. Seriously. I'm not here for the BS. I'm not here to to baby nobody and try to make people feel good all the time about their team if they're not winning. You see what I'm saying? If you're not winning, how could I consider you? How could I consider you a title contender? Please explain that to me. You see what I mean? Thriller. Liverpool would need to go on a 16-game winning streak and hope City or United drop points. Exactly. You got to win at least 10 of those 16 games. Listen, and even if you win 10 of those 16 games, that's only 30 points. You would only have 70 points if you win 10 of those 16 games. Are you beginning to realize what's going on now? Is it all coming crashing? Is it coming crashing down on you right about now? You win the 16 games, right? Let's say you win the 16. You get 48 points. You will eventually end up getting what? What is that? 88 points? 88 points. It's possible. It is possible. But you got to win all. A-L-L, all. You got to win all the games. You got to win all the games. So just quit it, man. And stop telling me about what. Please stop telling me about, oh, you can't call people delusional. Just like how it's his opinion, it's my opinion too. It is my opinion. It is my opinion. When Liverpool was surging on top of the table and Man City were way behind, what were you guys doing? Please tell me what you were doing. You were laughing. When City and Manchester United were reeling back in the teens, 12th and 13th, both teams, and Liverpool were on top. What were you guys saying? We're going to win the league. We're going back to back. And I said, relax, stop it, knock it off. Dominic. It's all coming together now, huh? It's all happening. It's all happening. But I digress and I will move on. I just had to address those comments, though. Sorry, Burnley and Brighton. I'll get back to your games right now. Burnley versus Brighton. It was a draw at the beginning of the season. Burnley versus... I am writing down my predictions again because I want to, have them for reference again. But Brighton versus Burnley. The way Brighton are playing right now, it's difficult. It is difficult to predict them to pick up anything but a freaking victory here. But the record against Burnley isn't that great. It's not that great. They do have one win in the last 10 games and a mammoth 7 draws. 7 draws between these two teams. Earlier in the season, a 0-0 draw. And there has been 4 0-0 draws in the last 10 games between them, dating all the way back to when they used to play in the championship. I'm not going to go further than that when talking about these two teams. You know what I mean? This is one of the smallest fixtures this weekend. Will be at Turf Moor, Burnley at home. And their home record against Brighton reads 3 games, 1 win. Their Premier League record, though. Their Premier League home record. We're talking Premier League here. 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 loss. So which means this one is a spin the wheel type one. Spin the wheel, it could land anywhere. It could land on a win, a draw, or a loss. It is a difficult one, seeing that Burnley needs to bounce back. They need to bounce back after those back-to-back losses. But Brighton right now, they're surging. They're surging and they're playing some attractive football. And their defense is really, really tight. Graham Potter has them playing well. It's going to be difficult to beat a Brighton team right now. Tottenham couldn't do it. Fulham couldn't do it. And Liverpool sure could not do it. Could Burnley be the team to breach this Brighton defense after 3 games? No Wood, no Barnes. I don't know if they're going to be fit for this game. I haven't really looked too much into that. But you would need a Wood or a Barnes to break down this Brighton team. With the likes of Ben White, Webster, you have Dunk, and Burn, if he's fit. He did struggle in the Liverpool game. Those guys are very difficult to play against. They're big, they're tall. All of them are tall. All of them are big and tall. And they're going to be a difficult team to get past. The likes of Yves Bissouma in the midfield there, you know. So, look, I like the way Graham Potter has this team playing right now. Burnley, they went on a nice streak there as well. They picked up a win against Villa, beat Liverpool. Could they get back to their winning ways? Could they get something from this game? I'm leaning towards a Brighton. I'm leaning towards a Brighton win here. I am leaning towards a Brighton win. Brighton, as well, have done a lot better on the road. They recently picked up their first home win, and that was against Tottenham Hotspur. But they have been a lot better on the road. First home win for a long time, I'm talking about. So those points that they picked up, road points. These guys are road men, okay? These guys are road men. You know what I'm talking about? So for this game, though, without going too deep into it, I'm going to predict a win for Brighton. They won't score a lot of goals. They're not going to score a 5 or 4. But I think this Brighton team is gritty enough to pick up another win. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for Brighton and Hove Albion. And they would continue upwards in the table and move closer towards securing safety. That's my thoughts. That's my opinions. So my boy Thriller has a 1-0. Trossard having the winner. What's going on with you, Thriller, bro? What is going on with you, Thriller? What is going on? You stealing my predictions out my head or something, man? Because you guys know I didn't even look at the comments as yet. You're stealing my freaking predictions, bro. You are. So what are you guys saying right now in the chat here? What are you guys saying in the chat? You know what I'm saying? Okay, what is this? I got a call coming in from Kentucky. That must be some telemarketer or something, you know what I mean? I don't know anybody from Kentucky. See what I'm saying? If we're talking about getting some original Kentucky fried chicken, yeah. But other than that, I don't want to answer no calls from Kentucky, though. But big up to everybody in here right about now. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. We're doing pretty good on the likes today, though. We got 58 likes. We got 60-something people in here. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. So, Mr. Giovanni Leone is saying 2-1 win to Brighton. We have Mr. Steve saying a 1-1 draw written all over it. Good prediction, Steve. That is a good prediction. Mohammed Abdel Rahim is saying bye. Peace out, bro. Have a nice day. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you stopping by. You know what I mean? Thriller saying, y'all making me want to pick up some KFC for lunch for real. And on the KFC thing, man, the place where I've had the best KFC in my life, I know in St. Vincent we have good KFC, but I have maybe only ate KFC in America once. One time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't good over here. Well, in New York, at least, it's not good. The best KFC I've ever had was when I went to India back in 2006. India, when I was in Hyderabad. Oh, man. Mahatma Gandhi Road, that KFC. Oh, man. I don't know if the reason why it was so good, it was because we weren't really eating the Indian food and drinking the waters because we didn't want our belly to get messed up. And for those of you guys who never been to India, yeah, that's a thing. You will F up your stomach if you drink the water there. So we were drinking bottled water. We were eating KFC every day. You know what I mean? Until we did go out to eat at a proper restaurant. But yeah, that was the best KFC I've ever had in my life. Telling you. So yeah, man. Renner says, do you go to New York City matches? No. I was planning to start going, but no. Listen, it's serious in New York, bro. It's serious in New York. If you don't know, New York is no nice place to live. It's always, you always got to be on the grind. You see what I mean? Always. I'm always on the grind. You see what I mean? So it ain't as pretty. It's nice for tourists, but not for the residents unless you're wealthy and you're well off, you know. Otherwise, I should have been living in another state. See what I'm saying? I should have. So Giovanni is saying I've been to India twice. Why? Why you went to India? Please tell us. Please tell us why you went to India. But I'm going for a Brighton win here, and I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to that. So, you guys are funny. The formidable Centurions, that comment is funny, but I won't read it out. But, yeah, man. Yeah, you know, some people get in their feelings, man. So, Vlad Roman, if you're still here, he's saying, hello, Dominic. My first time joining a live in 3 months. I missed your content. How do you feel for the game on Sunday? All I hope is not a boring 0-0 draw. I will get to the game, and I will let you know my prediction. And just stick around. I usually leave the best for last. You see what I'm saying? I leave the best for last. But just know I'm feeling good about the game, though. I'm feeling really good. Feeling good about the game. Seriously. So we are going to move on. We are definitely going to move on from this one. Dyche versus Potter. It's going to be a good one. Dyche has never picked up a win against a Graham Potter team. So, there you go. I didn't even look at that to make my prediction. But yeah, that's the thing. So, Tarkowski, me, will have to be very tough at the back to protect Nick Pope, who I think will be the busier of the two goalkeepers. Definitely Pope will be the busier of the two goalkeepers. And we know how good he is, but against City, he was kind of suspect, though. Kind of suspect. Kind of switched off a little there. Robert Sanchez has been doing a great job for Brighton, the young Spaniard. I used to actually buy Robert Sanchez when I used to play a lot of FIFA Ultimate Team for FIFA 19. I used to buy Robert Sanchez to fit in my SBCs for the Spanish players. Always used to do that. I used to use like second and third division Spanish players for SBCs. And Robert Sanchez always used to pop up, you know, so big up to him, man, you know what I'm saying? And it's nice, you know, and I have to mention it too. He is one of the only black goalkeepers in the Premier League too, and he's Spanish. So yeah, there you go. A unicorn. See what I'm saying? So we're going to move on. I don't want to get too racial with the thing. So we're going to move on to the next fixture. This one is a tricky one because we have two teams going through very bad form right now, and one of them must win this game. One of them must win to get out of this rut. And it's Newcastle versus Southampton. Newcastle versus Southampton. Southampton won the reverse leg 2-0. And that was played Friday, November 6th. But right now, we all know what's going on with Southampton, man. 4 losses on the trot. The last game, 9-0 loss. Their squad is going through a whole lot of injury problems right about now. And it could continue to get ugly for Ralph Hasenhüttl and Southampton. They do have 29 points. They won't have to worry too much about relegation, but their form is definitely a worry. Their form would give any Southampton supporter high blood pressure because 9-0, oh my God. Oh man, imagine. Well, I know a lot of people in here, you know, knows how it feels when their team gets, you know, 6 and 7 and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And 9, I know. But 9 though. 9 does not feel the same as 7. 9 is very, 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 very demoralizing. And could Southampton pick themselves up from this? Yeah, they can because they did it last season. They got 9 last season and they picked themselves back up. And it could be business as usual. They could just say, let's put that behind us. Let's not look back like Lot's wife and let's move on. Let's look towards the future like Elon Musk and let's defeat Newcastle again. Let's defeat Newcastle again. And that's no reference to MAGA or anything, you know what I'm saying? But Let's defeat Newcastle again. So this one is a tricky one indeed. Southampton do have 3 wins in their last 10 games against Newcastle. So Newcastle ain't like a team that Southampton are very, very good against. They do not play well against Newcastle. Hasenhüttl versus Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce under pressure. Hasenhüttl under a little bit of pressure. His eyes always look very red. You know what I'm saying? His eye always look like he's crying. I know he did cry against Liverpool when they beat Liverpool, but, you know, since that victory against the Liverpool team, they have not won. They haven't won. Newcastle, they went through a very barren run, and they picked up a victory recently. And I thought they were going to do the business against Sheffield United. They didn't. They didn't. So the Premier League, with its unpredictability, is putting me in a very, very difficult place here. It is. It is. You see what I'm saying? So Newcastle versus Southampton. I got a prediction already. I think personally, Southampton are going through something very, very horrible right now, and they need to bounce back, but I'm afraid it's going to be a difficult thing against a Newcastle team who are a very, very defensive unit. They play very defensive football, very, very compact at the back, and I think Southampton are going to suffer another loss here. I see another loss on the cards of Southampton. Callum Wilson is very good in front of goal, and I think he's going to do the business. I think he will do the business. Newcastle, they need to bounce back. They won, but then they lost. When you thought that they were, pulling things back, they lost against Sheffield, who looks like a resurgent bunch. But Southampton, I don't think. I think the heartache continues. The fact that they have already picked up 29 points is a saving grace for them. They don't really if they had like 19 points, then they should worry. But 29, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. So this game, Southampton, I think they will score. I'm going for a 3-1 win to Newcastle. Newcastle, I'm begging you, do not let me down again. If I was putting money on these freaking predictions, you would have made me lose a lot of money. Okay? Don't let me down. Please do not. Would we see Alex McCarthy in goal, or would we see Ben Foster in goal? Let us wait and see. Jan Bednarek will play, but Alex Jankovic, who got the red card, he will not. Southampton have their injury problems. Walcott, Diallo injured, and I think Romeo going through a little injury problem. Vestergaard injured. Could Ward-Prowse work his magic in this game? Maybe he would. Maybe Ings would come good. Maybe Che Adams would come good. But that's just all maybes. Southampton has been a maybe baby for the last 4 games. You see what I'm saying? So I cannot put my eggs in that Southampton basket right now. I'm putting no eggs in their basket right now. See what I mean? I did have some eggs for breakfast too, so maybe that's why eggs is on my mind. But I'm not putting my eggs in Southampton's basket. What are you guys saying in the chat right now? What's your predictions? What is your predictions? Okay, what is your predictions? Okay, we have big up to Arnav Gupta in the chat there. Appreciate you coming through again. We have Chaden Hackett. He says, I'd be more confident if Newcastle didn't sell DeAndre Yedlin. Not like Yedlin did anything at Newcastle. Yedlin ain't do nothing. Yedlin and all those players, have opportunities to play in the Premier League and fool around with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Ralph knows how to park a bus against Liverpool, but won't do the same against Man United. Oh, you got a great point there. You got a great point. You see what I'm saying? The team wasn't a lot different, the one that played Liverpool and the one that played against, United. It wasn't a big difference. You know what I'm saying? The only difference in that is that Liverpool, have a sleepy guy on their team by the name of Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's what's going on. You see what I'm saying? And people, you see, when I criticize, look, if Trent Alexander-Arnold is playing good, I say he's playing good. But if he's playing like shit, I say he's playing like shit. And if you see where most of Liverpool goals are conceded, it's over there, where he plays. It's where he plays. Go and look at the freaking goals and you see exactly what I'm talking about. You see. You see what I'm talking about. Look at the loss against Southampton. Who was there on the free kick and missed the header? Trent Alexander-Arnold. Against Brighton, who was supposed to be marking Dan Burn? Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I could go on, but I won't. I won't do that. I won't do that. You see what I'm saying? I won't do that to the man because he did put in some solid performances over the last few seasons. But Trent is mentally fatigued. Jurgen Klopp said it, not me. He's mentally fatigued. He got too much going on. He got too much going on, man. You see what I'm saying? And I could see why he's mentally fatigued. But it's survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. Mobb Deep said that. Survival of the fittest. Look. All 20 teams are going through the same thing. If you're in the Champions League or Europa League, you will be playing more games. You will be playing more games. And guys, what are your thoughts on UEFA proposing to scrap the group stages of the Champions League and have 32 teams play against 10 different opponents? That is crazy, right? Oh my God. Imagine being in the Champions League and you play 10 games. 10 games, every team. More games equals more revenue. UEFA, greed. Greed. We have such a hectic schedule right now, and they're still trying to implement more and put in more football. How much more football can we handle? I know we love more. And if you could handle more, you deal with more and you take more. But listen, it is tough. It is tough for the players, and I admit it is tough for the players. It is survival of the fittest and who deals with it the best, but it is tough for me too. It is tough for us. It is very tough. It's like with the World Cup, it comes once every 4 years. So when it comes around, it feels so special. You loved it. You love it. They want to. I've been hearing things and seeing things. World Cup every 2 years? I don't think so. I don't think so. The World Cup is a special thing. Comes every 4 years and it's big when it comes around. But when you have a saturation, it's hard to deal with. It's hard to deal with. But I go back. Survival of the fittest. Whoever has the toughest mental fortitude wins. It's a marathon, not a sprint. That's why I've live streamed every day this week, every single day. Still went to work, still did what I had to do. I'm not complaining, I'm still showing up and getting the job done. But I have to make sure I sink it in your heads that you know what's going on. It ain't easy. It's not easy. It ain't easy. You got to be tough mentally to do this. You got to. When you know you got to wake up, you got to wake up. You can't say, I'm going to take 20 more minutes. No. That 20 minutes you take is going to make you miss the bus. Let that digest. Let that digest. You see what I'm saying? Let us digest. We're going to move on. We are going to move on. But thanks to everybody in here who dropped great points here. And yeah. And when I say thanks to everybody who dropped points, I'm not actually making fun of the teams that drop points or anything. I'm just saying. Doug says a 2-0 to Newcastle over Southampton. This is a bounce back game for Hassan Hutel. A 1-1 draw. What we got here? Look at the games. They have to keep their camera on one angle. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about there. Arnavis saying, stop being a salty rival fan, stop crying. And we have Burrell saying, Oil Money FC. And then we have my boy down here saying something about that. For anyone going at City for their oil money, have the same energy for Chelsea. Abramovich did it first. Look, man. Look, a lot of teams have billionaire owners backing them. I don't know what is the problem with City. I don't know what is the problem. I really don't know. Listen, let me put it this way. And I'll move on to the next game. But let me put it this way. If your team was about to get taken over by some rich Emiratis or Saudis or Qataris, you would be happier than a fat kid in a candy store. You would be. So just quit it and stop being salty. Stop the jealousy. It has to be jealousy. It has to be envy. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it. Quit it. For example, it's like career mode, you know. It is like career mode. You pick a team. Let's say you pick a team in the lower leagues. Pick a team in the freaking lower leagues, right? Pick a League 2 team. Let's pick Forest Green Rovers. I'm a rich Saudi billionaire, Dominic Al-Shabib. Okay? And I want Forest Green Rovers. That's the team I want. I like green. I like the name. I just like the whole idea of rebuilding the team. And I pick Forest Green, and I'm going to bankroll the team. I'm going to bring in the best young talent from Brazil, Argentina, Ecuador. I'm going to Africa. I'm going to Japan. Okay? I'm going to Germany. And I'm going to take some Frenchman and some guys from England. You got to have the local players in there too. All right? And I might even go to Scotland and Ireland. And I'm going to build that team. I'm going to put the money in the team. And I'm going to build the team from the bottom up, you know, and bring them League One, Championship, maybe play 2-3 seasons in the Championship. And next thing you know, Forest Green Rovers are a Premier League team. Wow. Woo, that happened but because of magic, right? No. Money talks. And I bet if you were a fan of Forest Green, you would be ecstatic. You would be happy, over the moon about it. There will be some people who would criticize it, and the traditionalists, and they don't like Saudis or whatever, and they would not want that. But the majority of people would be happy about it. That's what happened to City. So shut your ass with the Oil FC and all the nonsense. Stop it. It doesn't make sense. Stop it. Okay? I'm pretty sure you would be happy if your team is bankrolled by a wealthy freaking sheik. Anyways, we're going to move on. We're going to move on, man. We're going to move on. And as Daniel's man said, money stop nonsense. Money answer everything. Not everything. You see what I'm saying? But if you have money and you use it right, you could alleviate a lot of your problems. Let's just put it that way. You see what I'm saying? Let us just put it that way. You see what I'm saying? Let us put it that way. Burrell DXN, don't argue with this guy. This guy ain't making no sense. This guy, listen, Burrell, you're not adding value. You're not adding value to the chat. Let's just put it that way. You're not adding no value. Why? Listen, you're not adding any value. Simply no value. None. Absolutely none. And we're going to move on. But thanks for watching the video. Appreciate it. Definitely do. So, look, Newcastle's home record against Southampton is a very good one. 19 Premier League matches played. Newcastle has 13 wins, only 3 losses and 3 draws. So they're very convincing at home against the Saints. Very, very convincing. So proves my point, and I will move on to the next game. Sorry to anybody if I did not read out their predictions, but we are going to move on. You know, I had to go a little off tangent there to just explain some things to people, put people in their places, because I don't know how old you guys are, some of you guys who are making these dumb points, but just think about what you're saying before you say it. Please. Because I don't want to be here arguing with somebody who don't understand what's going on with economics and all of that. If you understood economics, you shut up. Okay? Look, we're going to move on. Fulham versus West Ham United. Fulham ain't playing good. Let's just start off by saying that. They're not playing well. They're not playing well. They only have 2 wins this season. They're not playing well. A whole lot of draws. They're not playing well. It's a London derby. Anything could happen. Everything else goes out the window when it's a derby. But the last 3 games against West Ham, they lost, including one this season, 1-0. They lost. Are you going to put money on Fulham here? Thomas Shusek, the man who has about 8 goals this season in the Premier League, scored the only goal of the game, set up by Saeed Benrahma, their new signing from Brentford. When you talk about a signing from the Championship, you have to pay 23 mil. That's a good signing. That's a quality player. That is a quality player. So Scott Parker has 1 game against David Moyes and he lost it. And same thing against West Ham. Moyes has a very good record against Fulham, playing 29 games, winning 17, drawing 4 and losing 8. Not bad. Not bad at all. Fulham's record at home against West Ham is not a good one. 11 matches played in the Premier League. 7 losses, 3 wins, and a draw. Guys, Scott Parker, I think, is beginning to experiment. He's beginning to he don't know what his best 11 is right about now. Bobby Reed played, Cavallero played the previous game, and then they got dropped for the game, the last match they played there. Like, come on, man. You know, I think he might be rotating his squad. It has to be. That has to be the only explanation. But you lost to Leicester. You drew against West Brom. You drew against Brighton. You lost to United. You lost to Chelsea. You drew to Tottenham. West Ham's winning this game. West Ham is winning this game. No way I see West Ham losing this game. West Ham's playing good football right now. West Ham is playing good football. The way I see Jesse Lingard dancing up. Listen, West Ham is winning the blood cleat game, okay? Listen, 2-0. 2-0. 2-0 to West Ham in the London derby here. Maybe Lingard get on the score sheet again. He has to start unless he picks up an injury while dancing in his shower before the game, practicing his moves and all. Yeah. Their team is really stacked up right now. Their team is stacked up right now. I'm telling you. This West Ham team is stacked up. They have a lot of options. And it's always good to have options. You see what I'm saying? And the real gallis know what I'm talking about. Always good to have options. Always good. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real gallis, just raise your hands. No, not me. But you know what I'm talking about. But look, West Ham United, right? When I talk about options, they defeated Aston Villa 3-1 in their last game. And you know what their bench look like? Fabian Balbuena, right? Andrei Yarmolenko, Pablo Fornals, Manuel Lanzini, Jarrod Bowen, Issa Diop, Ben Johnson, and the other guys are like no-name guys. Do you even understand the kind of options that David Moyes has at his disposal here? Real options. You could make a lot of money with trading options, okay? There's a lot. Listen, man. Listen. Their stock looking good right now. Listen, I'm very, very bullish on West Ham United right about now. Not so bullish on Fulham. They're bare. Bare. Very bearish. Easy win. 2-0. Maybe Shusek again. And Lingard again. But look out for Antonio. Look out for Mikel Antonio, Jared Bowen, Fornals, Ben Rama. And I'm not just calling names. This team is solid. This team is solid. You know what I'm saying? And like Sizzler said on the Real Thing album, solid as a rock and they just can't. What? Listen. West Ham looking good. Big up to Declan Rice as well. You see what I mean? Big up to Declan Rice. Because West Ham, they're feasting on these points these days. Get it? Woo! Yeah. So Dominic Al-Shabib. Wow. Look at this. Oh my God. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. I love it, man. Big up to you. Big up to... I said it. I'm the one who said it. You're good. You guys are good. Listen, Dominic Al-Shabib, man. You're good, man. You guys are good, man. You guys are good. Yeah, man. Woo! Oh, my God. Loving it, man. Loving it, man. Seriously. FC bankrupt loaner. Wow. Is that Donovan? Donovan, isn't that your thing? It's crazy, man. You guys are funny, man. You guys are funny. Listen, you got me cracking up right about now, man. You got me cracking up right now. Seriously. You got me cracking up right now. Lingard gonna take West Ham to Europa League football, man. I'm telling you, Lingard, and that man, the way that man danced for those goals, and those were savable goals too, you know. He needed that. He needed that. So look. 2-0 to West Ham. 2-0 to West Ham, man. 2-0 to West Ham. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm not even gonna touch anymore on this game. And Fulham playing like a waste man team right about now. Seriously. Fulham, they going down, man. They were one of the teams that I predicted to go down. No wins in their last 5. Maybe it stretched further than that. But they have 2 wins, 8 draws, and 11 losses this season. 2 wins, 8 losses, 8 draws, 11 losses, 14 points, 8 points, 8 points from safety. You're not getting 8 points right now. You have to do something spectacular. You got to do something spectacular. And Scott Parker, I hope they stick with you for the championship again. But you guys aren't surviving. You're not surviving. I made up my mind from the beginning of the season. You, West Brom, you guys were in my bottom teams from the beginning of the season. You were. I did pick Villa to go down, you know. I picked Villa to go down. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Somebody would have to take Villa's spot. It looks like it's Sheffield United, but with 3 wins in their last 5, if Sheffield could pull a rabbit out the hat here and win and win at least, let's say, if Sheffield pick up 10 wins, even 9 wins in their last 16 games, they survive. They survive. It's very, 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 very difficult to do, but miracles have happened. Miracles have definitely happened in the past. We are going to move on to the next game. We won't linger. We won't linger. Remember, Elephant Man said no linger, you know what I'm saying? So we won't do that. The next game, big game we're going to talk about, Manchester United versus Everton. Okay, let's talk a bit about United. Are they pretenders or are they contenders? What are they? What kind of beasts are they right now? What kind of beasts are they? A gentle beast or a ferocious beast? What kind of beast are they? Because it's hard to tell, man. It is real hard to tell right now. It is really, really hard to tell. You see what I'm saying? It is very, very hard to tell. I know back in 94, Nas dropped the album Illmatic, and one of his best songs on there was called It Ain't Hard to Tell. But this one is very hard to tell. Because you go from losing to Sheffield, you draw 0-0 to Arsenal, a depleted Arsenal, and then you come back and you spank Southampton 9-0. Make up your minds. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to win the title or do you want to come in second or third? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You're not picking up wins against the top 6 teams, You're not. You're not. You're doing what Liverpool are not doing. You see what I'm saying? You're beating up the bottom teams with the exception of Sheffield. And then you're not beating up the top teams. Well, Liverpool are doing well against the top teams, but against the bottom teams, I don't know what's going on. It is a strange one. Strange things are happening. Strange things are happening. Strange. Telling you, man, it's a strange old season. But United versus Everton, they are at home, and we know their away form has been way better than their home form. But this United team, they play well most of the time. And then there's times when the complacency kicks in and they lose to a Basaksehir here, then they win. Then they lose to a Leipzig, then they win. Then they lose to a PSG, then they win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is going on, man? You see what I'm saying? Like the great Marvin Gaye said, what is going on? What is going on with United? Are they pretenders or are they title contenders? As of now, they're contending. They're contending. 22 games, they have 44 points. But the thing is, let's say Man City go up to 50 points with their game. Let's say Man City go up 6 points ahead with their game in hand. If United keep dropping points, then they could kiss any kind of title race goodbye. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be like FIFA 21. You're playing career mode and you just keep winning. And you get like a 15-point gap over the second place team. And then you can start playing your youngsters. United versus Everton here. The first game this season, it was a 2-0 win for United on the road, but they will be at home here. They have actually not lost to Everton in their last 4 games. Well, that was the Carabao Cup, my bad. It was a 3-1 win on the road. They did win it, but it was a 3-1 win. They defeated Everton in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals, and in their last 4 games, they have yet to lose a game against Everton in all comps. The last loss, and the only loss since 2016, came in a 4-0 defeat at Goodison Park. Okay? So, Everton have been able to pick up a few draws at Old Trafford, though. 1-1 back in 2019, December. 1-1 back in 2017. 1-1 in 2016. So they have been, no. That's just a 1-1 in 2017 and a 1-1 back in 2019. Pardon me. But they haven't been picking up the wins like that against Manchester United. So Everton, they are the other team. They go through a really good patch of form. They win about 3 or 4 games on the bounce, and then they go back to losing. You see what I mean? So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a look at how Everton have been performing against the top teams. I will be sharing the screen with you right now, and we will be looking into how they have performed against the top teams. We know, right? We know that United haven't been good against the top 6 teams, but Everton are not a top 6 team. Okay, so we're going to see this. I'm just looking at this feature I'm using to share the screen, and there is a little box to check that says share audio. So in the past, when I didn't share the audio, when I had to put the mic to the speaker, I think this one allows you to share the audio. So we'll try something like that in the future. where if we want to listen to a clap in it. I don't really want to play too many things on the screen because I did pick up a copyright strike the other day for an old video from 4 years ago. I don't know why that happened. So I don't want to do too much of that. But yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to share the screen and we're going to just take a look at what Everton have been doing against the better oppositions. Okay, so let's take a deep dive here really quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a deep dive. Let's take a deep dive. All right. So let's deep dive. All right. They won their last game against Leeds United. Lost to Newcastle. You see the flip-flop that's going on here with Everton? They drew to Leicester, which is a team in the, who are a team in the top 4 right about now. So that's a good result. They beat Wolves. Well, Wolves are struggling. They lost to West Ham, a top 6 team right now. Lost to United in the cup. They beat Arsenal. They regarded as one of the top 6, but they're not top 6 this season. They beat Leicester. So not bad form. They beat Chelsea. So not bad form at all. Not bad form at all against the top teams. They did lose to United. They drew to Liverpool. That was the game that changed Liverpool's season. By the way, need not remind you, but still, this was the game that actually, changed Liverpool's season. Everton are the team to blame for your season. Van Dijk would have not got injured if it wasn't for Pickford. He had to take an assassin kind of tackle from Pickford to take out Van Dijk. He had to. You had to use a special service to get Van Dijk out. You had to. See what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, I get the beat Tottenham. They've done well. They've definitely done well against the top teams. They have. Wait. Is Everton the team we are yet to play yet? Yeah. We haven't played Everton. I didn't even realize that. City have not played Everton this season. Ha! That's the game in hand, and that's coming up February 17th. You see what I mean? And we will play them on the last match day too. So Everton, the season. Listen, if Liverpool are in any type of title race with City, the title race could hinge on Everton. Can't make this thing up. You can't. They play Liverpool on February 20th. Ooh, that would be a game at Anfield. When was the last time Everton beat Liverpool at Anfield? Oh my God, a lot of teams could start picking up wins at Anfield, This could start being this could look like a really good hunting ground for teams. Listen, it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. Telling you, man. So they have done well. They have done well against the bigger teams, which means they could get something against United. But the only thing here, they have not been that good against United. You see what I'm saying? They haven't. They really haven't. But United at home have not been good. But let me put my unbiased self aside, as I said yesterday. Please, Everton, please, I beg you, pick up something. You see what I'm saying? Pick up something from the game, Mr. Everton. You see what I mean? But it's gonna be a difficult one. But I have a sneaky feeling. With Man U's home record not being so good and them not doing well against the better oppositions. Not saying Everton are one of those teams, but if Everton go out there and they play, attractive football, you don't want to take the game to them too much. You would want to just be pragmatic a bit. Be careful of Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, Cavani. You got to be very careful. But with guys like James, ball-winning midfielders like Doucouré, special talent like Gylfi Sigurdsson, Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, they could get something from this game. I have a feeling Everton are going to lose the game, to be honest. I have a feeling they're going to lose the game. I'm going to go with my gut feeling. I was kind of leaning towards a draw for this one, but I have a gut feeling that they're going to lose. 2-1 win to Man United. 2-1 win for Man United. That's what I'm going with right about now. 2-1 win to United. What's your prediction, guys? What's your predictions, guys? Let me know your prediction. Let me know your prediction. Let me know your prediction. We have 2-1 to United here. Sachin Dev Prasad is saying United 3, Everton 1, Cavani, Bruno, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Dandy Posa, 2-0 to United. 1-1. We have, what we got here? Sebastian, 2-1 to Everton. Mona Mela, Mokesi, 2-1 to Everton. Wow. Big up to Christopher Hallgren in the house. Big up to you, Christopher Hallgren. All right, okay. Didn't mean to put that one up. But the comments are moving so fast. Christopher Hallgren, big up to you. Why Fly is King, bro? Why you keep asking the same question? Why? Guys in the chat, please talk to him. Explain to him. I don't need to be touching on this right now. I don't need to be touching on this all the time. I really don't need to. See what I'm saying? Yes, I will be doing Gold Cup predictions whenever the time come around. A wonderful human being with a great character. 2-1 to United. Bruno free kick in 90 plus minutes. I'm going for United to win the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm going. 2-2 draw, says Barkley. EHG. 2-1 win. 2-2 draw, I mean. Dom, how's your day so far? It's going well. The stream, I think, is going well so far. I'm feeling good. Borrell, I just answered your question. You see why I'm telling you? You see? You see? You see again? Why should I? You see? Bro, just stop the spamming, bro. Bro, if Ryan ain't in the thumbnail, it probably means he will not be in the live stream. Well said, Thriller from Manila. We don't need to go into the details. We don't need to go into the details of everything, okay? We don't need to do that. You see what I'm saying? We don't need to do that. The reason why Ryan is not in the stream, Ryan is the reason why he's not in the stream. It ain't me. See what I'm saying? It ain't me. It's not me. Just put it that way. It ain't me. It's not me. Okay? It ain't me. Daniels, man, if Everton could stop Bruno, Cavani, Rashford, and Wan-Bissaka and Shaw. Oh, man, too many guys to stop. Too many guys to stop, man. 2-0 to the Toffees, since FC bankrupt Lona. Barcelona. Oh, man. Funny. Zah Ali saying Era Pickford is not in. Prediction 3-1 to Everton. Yeah, Pickford did not play the last game, and I think he got dropped. Forget about the injury thing. I think Olsen should play. Olsen should play. He's the one who pulled off some big saves to pick up that win in the last game there. Olsen should play. Because Leeds United could have picked up a draw or even a win from that game, but Olsen, Robin Olsen. Did I say Martin Olsen in the past? I think I had said Martin Olsen in a recent live stream though. But I think Olsen will play and should play. Christopher Hallgren looking very Caribbean. Yeah, I'm on vacation, man. City on top of the league right now. Listen, I'm feeling good. I could put on my linen shirt and things and just feel good. You see what I mean? And just feel comfortable and just chill. You see what I mean? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let us focus the stream on what we should focus on, which is the thumbnails, not the thumbnails. The prediction. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this comment right here, and I'm like, say thumbnail. I don't know why. See how the brain works? Oh man, see how the brain works, man. I almost confused your shirt for a City jersey. Oh, you know that third kit, right? That third kit. Yeah, it kind of looks like the third kit with the flowers and everything, right? The floral pattern and everything. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. So, yeah, man, when are you talking about the Liverpool City game? Stick around and then you'll find out. But big up to everybody in here. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get to 100 thumbs up, man. Let's get to 100 thumbs up. We're doing pretty well so far. Let's get to 100 thumbs up. Doing this stream solo dolo. And, just trying to keep the pace going. See what I'm saying? But let's go. Let's go. So, oh, man. He's saying beef. There ain't no beef, bro. Ain't no beef. Hey, Dominic, who do you think will win the Premier League? Milwaukee Bucks. Premier League, Man City. Not even no bias here. Beautiful shirt full of life. Thank you very much. Sebastian says Pickford is overrated. Definitely is. Big up to El Clapo. Big up to everybody in the chat right about now. Appreciate it. Manchester United versus Everton. I'm going for a 2-1 win for United. Listen, man. Listen. They have a better record against against Everton. Everton only has 2 wins at Old Trafford in 28 games. United 20 wins and 6 draws. It is very unlikely that Everton are going to win this game. Very, very, very unlikely. Very unlikely. United with a whopping 56-21 against Everton at Old Trafford. So, see what I'm saying? Everton has just not played well in the Premier League against United. 57 total games. They only got 9 wins, 11 draws, and 37 losses. It's going to be a very, very uphill battle for Everton FC. It is. Look, Everton, very few wins against United over the years. Very, very few. Very few. The wins are very, very few. And you have to go back to 2015 and then 2019, the last 2 times Everton defeated United in 6 years or so. So, there you go. So, we're going to move on to the next game, though. United coming off of a big 9-0 victory. Everton coming off of a 2-1 victory over Leeds United. And it will be a good one to watch. One of the biggest games this weekend. Let's see how it's going to turn out. United, Bruno Fernandes, the man to keep your eye on. Everton, let's keep our eye on Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, James. I hope he plays. Let's see who gets the nod in goal as well. Another thing, let's see if Solskjaer is going to just screw things up and switch up his 11 and then end up dropping points as well. That's another thing to think about. Let us see if that's going to be a thing this weekend. So we're going to move right on to the next game. And that game will be... let's talk about some smaller games first, and then I'll get back to the bigger ones. We are about halfway through. We're about halfway through these predictions, and I've not done well in terms of time. So I think I'm on course. I think I'm just right on course in terms of time too. So Leeds versus Crystal Palace. This is the game coming up on Monday. It will be at Ellen Road. Leeds coming off of a loss. Palace coming off of a win. Remember early on in the season, Palace beat Leeds 4-1. It was an un-Palace-like win, but they did it nevertheless. Leeds are a type of team. They're going to lose, they're going to win. I keep saying it, man. What are they going to do this time around? Are they going to respond? Listen, man, my last couple predictions about Leeds have been dead wrong, man. I keep predicting these guys to win, and they're not winning. When I predict them to lose, then they go and win. Come on, man. Come on. So 4-1 in the last game. Scott Dunn, Eze Oh, remember that free kick that Eze scored against Leeds? Helder Costa own goal and Jordan Ayew were the goal scorers in that reverse fixture. Look. I like what Crystal Palace is doing in terms of their 11, you know. I've realized they're packing their 11 with their attacking players. I like what Hodgson is doing. Ayew, Zaha, Eze playing at the same time. Batshuayi as well. They do have a Christian Benteke if they need to. You know, so I like what they're playing. It's a positive approach. We know Leeds are going to come full force. You know they're going to come out the blocks fast at you. But do they have the stamina, though? See what I'm saying? Like Karen Carney said, do they have the stamina? Do they have the stamina to withstand here for the entire season? I don't think we're gonna get a COVID break this time around. So could Leeds withstand? Could they withstand? They can, but they suspect, man. They suspect. Their defense is suspect. And they're just the up and down team, man. Yo-yo team right now. Seriously. They will stay in the Premier League, in my opinion. But sometimes I think that Bielsa, he needs to just switch up his style at times, man, according to who he's playing. You see what I mean? So with the open brand of football that they play, they leave themselves way too vulnerable at the back. So look. We have Leeds in 11, Palace in 13th. I don't know why I said 19. Palace, they're on the same amount of points. Leeds with a better goal difference. So they get a point apiece. It won't do them any good. It will help them get closer to safety. But I think 3 points is what's, you know, I want to see 3 points in this thing. I'm going to get this prediction wrong. I know I'm going to get the prediction wrong anyways, but I'm gonna go here for it's Palace Leeds, Crystal Palace versus Leeds. I'm gonna go for another win here for Palace. 2-1 win for Palace. I'm gonna go for 2-1 win for Palace. I'm done with Leeds. And the moment I say that, they might come out and win the game. I have not predicted a draw yet. I'm not on the fence with this one. I'm going to go for Palace to win. I'm going to stick with Palace here. I know sometimes I predict them to lose, but it's just the Premier. It's the nature of the Premier League. You see what I mean? It's just the nature. We know anything could happen here. And I'm going to go for things to happen for Palace. They have shown me that they could actually win games. Leeds, they can, but they just all over the place right about now, man. Seriously. They annoying me. They're really, really annoying me. Really annoying. They lost to Everton. They beat Leicester, beat Newcastle, but then they had 3 games where they lost to Brighton, Crawley Town, and Tottenham. Beat West Brom, beat Burnley, lost to United, beat Newcastle, lost to West Ham, lost to Chelsea, beat Everton. You see what I'm saying? So, like, come on. They're going to take an L. It won't end in a draw. It won't end in a draw. They play too much of an open brand of football. They will concede. But look out for Harrison, Bamford. Man, look out for all the Leeds players because they have threats all over the place. But, you know, I know Ilhan Melier will be a very, 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 very busy player. I think he will be the busier of the 2 goalkeepers, to be honest, if I have to be frank. Not Lampard, just frank. So I'm going to predict Crystal Palace to beat Leeds 2-1, and I'm going to leave it right there. I have been impressed with what Leeds have done this season for the most part, but I think they could have done better. Seriously, I think they could have been up there. If they were a bit more careful in what they were doing, Leeds could have been around 38 points right now. They could have about 38 or more right about now. So, what we got here in terms of predictions here, we have 2-2. We have a 5-3 Leeds over Palace. Oh, wow. 3-1 to Leeds, in my opinion. We have Adam Quinn saying City to win 2-0 on Sunday. Okay. Dupe, Leeds all over the place. 4-0, 4-2 to Leeds. 5-4 to Palace. It's always a goal fest when Leeds are involved. Yeah, wow. 2-1 to Leeds. We have Chaden Hackett is saying, I see 3-1 for Leeds United, but the defense has to stop up. Yep. Jota, 2-1 to Crystal Palace. We have Nader. Jason Taiku saying 3-1. Nader saying a 1-1. And we have Thriller saying 3-2 to Palace. Eberiche with the winner. All right, so that'll be it for that game. Hudson versus Bielsa. Let's see how this one ends up. Thanks for dropping your predictions in the chat as well. Would it be another big win for Palace, or would Leeds turn things around this time? Would they? Their home record against Palace is 3 games, 3 Premier League games, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, by the way. And against Palace in all-time Premier League results, 3 wins, 3 losses, and a draw. So this one ain't ended in no draw. It's going to go for either Palace or Leeds. 3 points. It's 3 points for one of them. So with that being said, we will move on to the next game. Let's run through these matches. Sheffield United versus Chelsea. Ah, man. Is this a tricky one to predict, or from what we've seen from Chelsea under Thomas Tuchel, it's a very easy one to predict? Where are you with this one? 20th versus 6th place. 20th versus 6th place. Chelsea defeated Sheffield at home 4-1 in the reverse fixture. And I can actually see this one being a very, very, very convincing victory for Chelsea. I'm going to say that out the blocks. You know, I like what I've seen from Chelsea under Tuchel. Tuchel look like he mean business. Mr. TT, listen, Mr. TT means business, bro. He means business, man. Mr. TT ain't playing no games. If you check the 11 that he has played so far, Mr. TT has been doing some smart things. You play Alonso, he scored. You play him again, you win. You have 3 at the back. I know Thiago Silva picked up an injury, but then, you know, you have covering Zuma and Christensen to go with Aspilicueta and Rudiger. So he has options, and I think he's getting to know what his better options are. You see what I mean? He's been using Callum Hudson-Odoi as a right wing back, and he's been doing a very, very good job. He has been doing very, very well. So since he came in, Chelsea went from, you know what I mean, not getting top 4 to looking like top 4. See what I'm saying? And it's all testament of, I think, the smart selection that Thomas Tuchel has, you know, implemented right here. 1-0 win against Tottenham. They were all over Tottenham Hotspur. All over Tottenham Hotspur. Look at his selection from the last game. I could see he's not trying to outcast his players or say, okay, if Lampard never really used you. Because at first it looked like it, but now you're seeing he's trying to mix everybody. You see what I'm saying? Because Reece James and Aspilicueta played together under Tuchel, and that wasn't really happening under Lampard. You see what I mean? Hudson-Odoi was used, but he was used further up the field alongside Timo Werner. Where Mount played, he is persisted with a midfield duo of Kovacic and Jorginho. Kante's fit again. Let's see if he'll put Kante where Kante likes to play. And that's where Kante likes to play. Kante likes to play right where Kovacic or Jorginho is and have the freedom to run up and down when there's somebody else there to maybe help him out if he's out of position, winning balls way over there in the right, corner, something like that. But the fact that he's been, smartly rotating the team like that, it seems like it's yielding very, very good results. A mixture of youth and experience, not all youth and having the experienced guys on the bench. It's just a mixture. Edward Mendy, 3 more clean sheets. See what I'm saying? Hardly had anything to do in the last couple of games. So look, man, didn't have much to do against Tottenham. Surely did not have anything to do against Burnley. And against Wolves, it was, But Chelsea are looking good. They're looking good. As for Sheffield, though, would they give Chelsea a run for their money in this game? It's hard to tell. It is hard to tell. You see what I'm saying? It is hard to tell. They did beat United, but I just have a feeling that, from what I've seen from Chelsea under Tuchel, it's like the guys are playing with more exuberance. They're playing with more purpose. That's the key word here. They're playing with more purpose, like they actually know what they're doing. I heard that they didn't understand Lampard's instructions. It's like Lampard say something and they're like, what? I don't get what he's saying. Look, it's written in Chinese. You see what I'm saying? It is. Look, it is written in Chinese. I don't get it, man. So, Lampard sent out the instructions. This is what the players see. Let me show you what the players see. I have something written in Chinese right here. This is what the players see right here. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you what the players be seeing. I'll get this. Look. The players see something like this. You know what I'm saying? Chinese writing. You see what I mean? So, there you go, Frank Lampard. There you go. You see what I mean? But, look, let me get this thing off the screen right here. Yeah. Yeah, but definitely big up to everybody who actually stuck around in the live stream, all 50 plus of y'all. When you really think about it, that's, people might think, Dominic only got like 50 people in his live stream. 50 is a lot. You know how many people out there would kill to have 50 people in their live streams? This is a lot of people. So big up to everybody in here. I appreciate it, I ain't got 1,000 or 500 like other people, but I'm going to take my 50 and be happy with it. You see what I'm saying? So for everyone who is in here, I do appreciate it, man. I do appreciate it. Brighter times are ahead. You see what I mean? But Razor B, big up to Razor B, says, yeah, Sheffield United will fight hard. Chelsea will probably win, but won't be easy. We have Chelsea a lot more confident. Yes, Nadir, they're playing with a lot more confidence under Thomas Tuchel. Every player is trying to, impress their manager so that they can get into that team. Not 50 normal people, 50 passionate people. You got that right, man. You got that right. You got that right. You see what I'm saying? You got that right. My tea is still warm, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Martin Kolev, man, what's up? How are you doing? Martin Kolev in here from Bulgaria. What's up? How's you doing? How you doing? So, this one, it ain't much more to talk about. I think I analyzed and I said how I feel about Chelsea. For Sheffield United, we know they're fighting for survival. We know they're definitely fighting for survival. They have been doing well in their last 5 games. And, so have Chelsea under Tuchel. Chelsea have been doing well. And could Sheffield be the first team to beat Thomas Tuchel? Could Chris Wilder be the man to beat Tuchel? I don't think so. 4-1 in the first leg? I don't think so. I don't think so. Sheffield did beat Chelsea last season, though. Chelsea did not beat Sheffield last season. It was a 2-2 draw and a 3-0 win for Sheffield. But, times have changed. Sheffield used to do very well against Chelsea back in the days, though, because we all know Chelsea wasn't that good back then. Back early 90s in the Premier League, Sheffield picked up and I think back to the old First Division. Sheffield have 4 wins in the last 10 games, from the 90s. And then from 94, they lost. 2006 and 7, they lost when they were in the Premier League then. And when they came back to the Premier League, they did pretty well against Chelsea. But this season has been a weird one for Sheffield United. And they are going through a recovery process at 20th right now. So 9 all-time Premier League games. Sheffield have done well with 4 wins. Chelsea has 4 wins and 1 game ending in a draw. They have a very, very good home record against Chelsea as well. 1 loss and 3 wins in 4 matches. And you could add 2 losses to that because I don't think this Chelsea team are losing. They're not losing. Sheffield, look, I won't mind if you do me a solid and actually make it entertaining and win the game. You know what I'm saying? Because we love that. We love stuff like that. We love crisis. We could take a crisis this weekend again. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Sheffield United spanked Chelsea 3-0. Thomas Tuchel picks up first Premier League loss ever. Sheffield goes beyond West Brom and Fulham. Could they survive? Ooh, we would love that, right? We'd definitely love that. We'd definitely love that. But for this game, though, however, with all that being said, Sheffield United versus Chelsea, I'm going for 2-0 win to Chelsea. Clean sheet again. Clean sheet FC once again. Remember, Edward Mendy was going through a really good run. People seem to forget. Lampard had a good little run there, but I don't know what happened. You know, Edward Mendy started playing like Kepa. You know what I'm saying? And things went, all over the place for Chelsea. Lampard got his ass sacked. Thomas Tuchel hired. And I think they're playing good again. They're playing good again. So maybe they'll pick up that second place like I predicted them to do at the beginning of the season. So what's your predictions right now, guys? Martin Kolev 3-0 to Chelsea. Will Ryan Brewster score a Premier League goal this season? My answer is I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he will, but right about now he doesn't have any. You see what I'm saying? And Liverpool fans would still swear that Ryan Brewster is the best young striker in the league. They would swear by Ryan Brewster. Swear by Ryan Brewster still. But look, man, I digress. Dupe 2-0 to Chelsea, 5-0 to Chelsea, 2-1 to Sheffield United, 4-0 to Chelsea. We have 2-0 to Chelsea, a 1-1. I won't mind if the teams, those other teams drop points, I won't mind. Sheffield to shock Chelsea. How did they get United? How they did United? Agent McGoldrick to the rescue. Well, we shall see. We shall see. But what I'm going to do, though, I'm not staying too longer on that one. That one is a wrap. Let us move on. We have a few more to go through. I actually have 3 more games to talk about, which is good. And, yeah, in terms of timing, we're going pretty well. Sometimes I spend a lot longer on a game, and I didn't even realize it. I'm like, whoa, Okay. Would the real Tottenham Hotspur please stand up? Please stand up. Would the real Tottenham Hotspur please stand up? Please. Because I don't know what's going on. Tottenham 8th. West Brom 19th. Big Sam versus Tottenham Hotspur. Woo. Not a good record against Mourinho. Not a good record against Tottenham Hotspur for Big Sam. It ain't looking good. Oh, my God. Yeah, it ain't looking good at all. Precious. Look here, man. Look here. Sam Allardyce have played 29 matches against Spurs. He has 12 wins, 2 draws, and 15 losses. But against Mourinho teams, he has played 12 games, 0 wins, 3 draws, and 9 losses. Slow motion this side. Yeah. Oh my God. Whoa. Having a lot of fun. Having a lot of fun today, as usual. Having a lot of fun. This is fun. Sam Allardyce, West Brom. Oh my God. They've been horrible. They have been horrible. So have Tottenham. They have been very bad too. They have been very bad. They have been horrible. Guys, let us talk. Tottenham, West Brom this season, 1-0. 1-0 win to Spurs. And in this game, Harry Kane scored. But Spurs will not have Harry Kane. He's not available. Ankle injury. Reguilon, Dele Alli, Giovanni Lo Celso all listed as missing players for this game. West Brom, we know, brought in quite a few players. Could this be the game where West Bromwich Albion just shake off that bad run of form and pick up something? Are they going to pick up something? Anything. Pick up something. Anything. Are they going to pick up something? Anything from this game? You see what I'm saying? Are they? Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Okay, Yokozlu. You know, they have the likes of Mateus Pereira there. Snodgrass and Diagne. They bulked up. They brought in players. Are these players going to actually click, clack, boom, and pick up a well-needed victory here for Sam Allardyce and West Brom? Because they need this victory really, really bad. They need this victory really, really bad. They need this victory like a person with a bad kidney needs dialysis. This is how bad they need the victory. They need it badly because their form has been very, very rotten. They lost 2-1 against Sheffield. They came back and they did pick up a draw against, they did pick up a draw against Fulham. They came back, they were ahead, and then they dropped the points. Lost 5-0 to Man City. Lost to West Ham. So that's 4 games without a win there. They did beat Wolves, but that was after another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games without a win. So it's look. This is not good. 2 wins this season. They beat Sheffield and they beat Wolves. This ain't good enough. This is not good enough from a Premier League team. It ain't good. 14 L's, 6 draws. But Tottenham are playing some horrible football right now. They're not playing well. Could Heung-min Son finally come to life again without Kane? You see what I'm saying? It's like no Kane. You take Kane from Son. What do you get? What do you get? You see what I'm saying? I don't get what's going on with Heung-min Son. You take Kane from Son, and he becomes a stepson. That's basically what's going on. That is what's going on right now. No service. You go deep in the mountains with your cell phone, no service. You see what I'm saying? No service. Black in the wrong neighborhood, no service. Oh my God. Lord God. Make me spill out my tea there. Oh my God. But Tottenham has not been playing well at all. Parking the bus. You know, and as I see on going down my timeline, expressions, man. Fossil FC. Fossil football. Dinosaur stuff. You know, Mourinho, I don't know what's going on with him. Stale football right now. Stale football. Tottenham are 8th right now. They have 6 losses and 6 draws this season. Not really bad comparing to the other teams around them, you know. Not so bad, but still. They got 33 points. They have lost their last 3 games. Mourinho, from what I recall, Mourinho has not lost back-to-back home games as a manager. But he did it. It happened. You see what I mean? It happened. You lose to Chelsea, lose to Brighton, lose to Liverpool. 3 losses on the trot. Okay? 3 losses on the Jonathan Trot. Anybody know who Jonathan Trot is, by the way? Who knows? That's a trivia for you. Jonathan Trot. Look, draw to Fulham. We're going through these fixtures. They have not done well at all. They haven't done well. The only 2 teams I think they beat, look, the only 2 wins they got, and we've been through this already. They beat Sheffield and they beat Leeds. They beat Sheffield, they beat Leeds. And you have to go back to when they beat Arsenal to get a win. From December and January, they have been horrible. Not a lot of happy time for the Spurs fan. But we know crisis do sell. People want to see when your team is down. You know, if you go to Expressions channel, you'll see what I'm talking about. When City weren't doing well, if you go to my channel, you see what I'm talking about. You know, people love when your team's not doing well. You see what I mean? And Tottenham's not doing well. This is the game they have to use to bounce back against a very hapless, toothless West Bromwich Albion outfit. If Mourinho failed to get anything against Sam Allardyce in this game, oh my God. Oh, Demo says Trot. Yeah, big batsman for England there. Yeah, retired because of stress. Yeah, it's a stressful game out here, man. Sport is very stressful. It is very stressful. Look, with all that being said, no Harry Kane. Son hasn't been doing anything. You know, Ndombele, you know, Bergwijn. All these guys not been doing a goddamn thing since Harry Kane picked up that injury there. It's a weird one, man. Since the Liverpool game, 1 goal, and they conceded 5. 1-5. No points. Listen. Tottenham, Spurs, they are home too. It doesn't even matter if they're home. West Brom, 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. Big Sam to get the draw. I'm going for Big Sam to get the draw. I don't think he'll win, but 1-1 draw. And this won't be a good result for Spurs at all. 1-1 draw. Mourinho, he needs to just give the players more license to just play more freely and stop sitting back. Even when Harry Kane was playing, he was sitting back. Most of their goals, counter-attacking goals. All right? 1-1 draw. I'm final on that one. I don't need to go further into this one. 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. Hear this, right? West Brom, 12 games on the road against Tottenham. Spurs do have 5 wins. West Brom has a 1 win, but 6 games have ended in a draw. 12 games West Ham has played on the road against Spurs, draw. I think the new guys coming in the team are going to help them. Ainsley Maitland-Niles being a former Arsenal player too. A draw. 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. So, what's your thoughts on this one, guys? What's your thoughts? Adam Samble, big up to you, bro. Big up to you. If you want to know my Chelsea prediction for Chelsea against Sheffield, I'm predicting a 2-0 win for Chelsea. Predicting a 2-0 win. Big up to Demo drain the house. You know what I mean? And yeah. Yeah, what we got here? What we got here in terms of predictions? Wandan is saying a 1-1 draw. 2-1 to Spurs, says Nadi Abdel Noor. Allardyce versus Mourinho. Battle of the Bosses. Dead rubber. Boring 0-0 draw. Could happen. Jason Jordan, 2-0 to West Brom. Ooh. Sebastian, 2-0 to Spurs. 1-0 West Brom, says FC bankrupt Lona. I think that was Donovan McCrabb. Is that you, Donovan? Martin Cole, 4-3 to Tottenham. I don't think so, Martin. I don't know. Jose going to get the sack in the morning. I don't think so. I think he would have to go through maybe 4 losses, 3 losses on the trot. Let's say he lose 3 more on the trot, then you're in the territory of sacking. You're in the sack race, Jose. You will definitely be in the sack race if you go losing again. Will definitely be in the sack race. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 here between Spurs and West Brom. This ain't no big game. We're not going to spend forever talking about this game, but I said how I feel. We all know West Brom not playing that great. We all know Tottenham, they are capable of doing good things, but they haven't. And Levy loves Mourinho. He won't have the guts to sack Jose this season no matter what. Yeah, this season I don't think so. Yeah, Chelsea to win, but for Tottenham to draw with West Brom 2-2 if Kane comes back. If not, West Brom to win. Kane ain't coming back. I don't think Kane is coming back right now. You're not going to mess up both ankles and come back. I don't think so. I don't think that is happening right now. Don't think that one is happening. He has to rest. Kane has to be smart here. If the Euros go ahead this summer, he wants to be there. I don't think he want to go and destroy his ankles just to play against West Brom. No. The other players got to step up. Vinicius got to step up. And they're getting paid, right? They have to step up and they got to perform. Simple as that. So with that being said, we are going to move on, man. We're going to move on. We got 2 more games to go through. Let's talk about the Wolves versus Leicester fixture. Awoo! Awoo! Wolves and Leicester. Oh, man. Foxes versus the Wolves. The Zoo Derby. Zoo Derby. Animal Derby. You know what I'm saying? The Beast Derby. Whatever you want to call it. So Leicester defeated Wolves 1-0 early in the season. And last season we had 2 0-0 draws between these two teams. Ooh. Wolves in 2019 defeated Leicester 4-3. And Leicester defeated Wolves 2-0. So it's been a good battle. 1 win apiece in 4 games so far. They did meet each other in the EFL Cup as well, where Leicester defeated Wolves 3-0. 3-1 on penalties, I mean. So that's a draw. You could say that's a draw in 90 minutes. So, look. Wolves, we know what they're going through. No Raul Jimenez. Leicester don't have no Jamie Vardy. I don't think Jamie Vardy will be fit for this game either. But for Wolves, a win in their last game there against Arsenal, they needed that win very, very badly. That was their first win in 5. As we know, Leicester are 3rd in the league. They had a draw and a loss, but they bounced back with a really, really, really impressive victory there against Fulham. So that was a 2-0 win against Fulham. They're doing the business without Vardy. You know, they do have quality players on the field that could score the goals. Iheanacho played. Brendan Rodgers showed faith in Iheanacho like he should, and he provided the goal. You know what I'm saying? So he would need to step up again. And the player that I keep admiring again, James Justin with the other goals. So Wolves versus Leicester here. Ah, boy. How are you guys feeling about this one? Because I'm on the fence with this one. I'm on the fence. 7 games, 7 all-time Premier League matches, right? 2 wins for Wolves, 2 wins for Leicester, 3 draws. You see? Listen, I'm on the fence here. Wolves have never lost at home against Leicester City 2. 3 games, 2 wins for Wolves, and a draw. Listen, I'm on the fence with this one. I'm definitely on the fence with this one. Wolves versus Leicester. And nobody please type Mo Leicester in the comments. Please do not. Don't type Mo Leicester, okay? Nope, do not. Do not mention Mo Leicester, please. Please. I did spell Leicester wrong. I don't know. I messed it up. I know how to spell Leicester, but I effed up the Leicester spelling here right now. But Leicester versus Wolves. For this one, I'm going to predict another 1-1 draw. I won't stay super long on this one, though. You know, Adama Traore needs to do something better this season. He have not been playing well. But the biggest talking point here will be no Vardy. And it will be no Raul Jimenez. Jamie Vardy did a groin surgery. No way he's playing. No way he is playing. The top fixture goal scorers are Diego Jota, who is now at Liverpool. Jimmy Murray, and don't know who he is. Les Ferdinand, I do know him. Colin Cameron and Ian Hume. And these guys look like they played in the championship. So Nuno versus Brendan Rodgers here. Brendan Rodgers does not have a good record against Wolves. 6 games, 1 win, 4 draws, and a loss. Against Nuno, he has never lost. He has never lost. He has 1 win and 2 draws. Nuno, on the other hand, has never won against a Rodgers team. Okay, but against Leicester, he also has not have a good record. 4 losses, 2 draws, and 2 losses. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw here. I see draw written all over this one. Both teams without their main men, their top striker up top, without their top shotter. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go on the fence with this one here. Big up to Doug. Doug says a 2-1 win for Leicester City. Ooh, 1-0 to Wolves. Wolves, please. Please clap Leicester. Listen, it would be a good result for the likes of Liverpool, the likes of United, and City, of course, and the teams just below Leicester, if Wolves are to get a good result here. See what I'm saying? But I'm going to go for a draw here. Adam Sambol, I say a 3-3 big scoring match. Wolves to dominate the first half, Leicester to dominate the second. Let's see how it goes. Thanks for your prediction, Adam. Appreciate that, Adam. Jason Jordan, 2-2. Sachin Dev Prasad Tenduka is saying Wolves 1, Leicester City 2. Sachin, I know you like that. I can see you smiling right now. I can see you smiling. I know you like that. That's why I said it. I know you like that. Leicester, we have 2-1 win to Leicester. Not having Jimenez is not good for Wolves. Yeah, but they did bring in Willian Jose, who is also a capable goal scorer. You see the trouble he caused against Arsenal. So, you know, I can't count them out, man. I can't count them out. Dupe is saying, I just see Wolves getting confidence against that win. That win Wolves 2-1. Yeah. Portugal 2, Leicester City 2, says Martin Kolev. Martin, very witty. Very, very witty, Martin. Very, very witty. I like it. I like it, man. I like the wittiness. But what we're going to do right now, I know you come in with the wittiness, but we're going to get into the nitty-gritty right now. And that's going to be the big game. Liverpool versus Manchester City. Whoa. Big game. Big game. Big game in the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme of things, it's a big game. It is a big game. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just drink some tea right now. I'm going to just drink a bit of tea. I have to finish my tea before I start talking about this game. Got the lemon ginger on deck. And, you know, about to talk about this big game. Yeah. Loving it. Okay. All right. Jason Jordan, you got a tattoo of course I have tattoos, bro. You're not seeing? I have a whole lot of tattoos. Listen, it was written because I believe most things are already written to happen. You see what I'm saying? See what I mean? Most things. And it's because of certain things in life that happen that I actually saw happen before it did happen. So yeah, it was written. And I have this tattoo over here that says, "The dark days of a dark age." Because you see, I'm telling you, listen, man, prophetic. You know what I'm saying? You see what I mean? The prophecy. The dark days of a dark age. I had this one since 2013. And I also have tattoos all over the listen. But I haven't been getting tattoos as of late, though. I grew out. I may get a tattoo in the future, though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if City win the Champions League, I'll get a nice Man City logo like somewhere here or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. City till I die. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? A Man City tatted across the belly. You see what I'm saying? Talk life, baby. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Yeah. But look, man, Liverpool versus Man City. I realized when I start saying Liverpool versus Man City, the algorithm picked it up, and now we have 61 people in here. Now it went back down to 56. But big up to everybody in here right about now, man. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. We have now hit 100 likes. That is good. Very, very good stuff. You should get a Man City FC tattoo. Maybe one of Liam Gallagher. I don't know about that one, but yeah. But look, if we win the Champions League, maybe. You see what I'm saying? Or if we win the league, I might actually have my beard all blue. See what I'm saying? I might have my beard looking all blue. I'm looking kind of tanned out, like I'm being in the Caribbean for real, though. I mean, you look at my... Why am I looking so tanned right now? But look, let's do this. Let us do this, man. Let us do this. Let us talk about this. Oh, yeah! Woo! Ha! Excited. Let's talk about this one. This is the big one. This is the big one. Liverpool versus Manchester City. I have talked about all the other fixtures already so far, and these are my predictions. If you are late, if you're just coming in, these are my predictions for the other 9 games. Aston Villa to beat Arsenal 2-1. Burnley to lose 1-0 to Brighton. Newcastle to defeat Southampton 3-1. Fulham to lose to West Ham United 2-0. Man United to defeat Everton 2-1. Crystal Palace to beat Leeds 2-1. Sheffield to lose to Chelsea 2-0. Spurs and West Brom to play to a 1-1 draw. Wolves and Leicester to play for a 1-1 draw. And now we hear the grand finale, Liverpool versus Manchester City. So, look, let's talk. Let us talk, and let us just dig into the most recent games played, right? Okay. So, when I began this YouTube journey, it started from the last 10 games that both these teams have played, right? Last 10 games in all competitions. Liverpool lost 5-0 at the Etihad. I think that game, we can't forget that game. Mane got sent off, smashed up Edison's face. Liverpool got steamrolled. Steamrolled, literally. The crazy thing about the whole Liverpool City thing from 2017 to now, the last 4 years that I've been doing YouTube, is that Man City have actually steamrolled Liverpool twice. 5-0 and 4-0. Let's not forget that. The second game that season was amazing too. The 4-3 Liverpool win at Anfield. I remember Liverpool went, I think it was 4-1. Without looking at the score sheet right now, I think they were like 4-1 up. And we came back really late and almost almost drew the game. Almost drew the game. Let me just take a look at that game right now. It was Oxlade-Chamberlain, then Sane, and yeah, Liverpool went 4-1. Salah, Mane, and Firmino both scoring. Then Bernardo and Gundogan with 2 late goals. We almost earned a draw in that game. That was a very, very exciting game there. You know, the teams have changed up since then. No Delph, no Otamendi. We don't have Sane anymore. Aguero has been out injured. Danilo, Brahim Diaz, all these guys have left the club. Mangala was on the bench. Bravo was on the bench. All those guys have left the club. As for the Liverpool 11, though, there's still a lot of players around. Karius was in goal. Lovren played. He was a captain. Emre Can. We had Mane, Salah, Firmino, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Wijnaldum. See what I'm saying? You had Danny Ings, Dominic Solanke on the bench, Adam Lallana, all those guys are gone. Minley, Clavan. So the Liverpool team have really transformed since then. And won a few things. They got to the Champions League final that season, but end up losing to Real Madrid. Went on the next season to win the Champions League. And on their way to winning the Champions League, they brushed aside Man City. And that was, oh man, that tie was one to remember. That was one for the ages. 3-0 in the first leg at Anfield. They knocked us off. And then 2-1 at Etihad. I think we scored first. And I was like, ooh, come back. No. No. Yeah, Jesus. And the thing is, Jesus has a knack of scoring against Liverpool. You know, I don't know if you guys realize that. Jesus has been doing, and I touched on Gabriel Jesus already with his 75 goals for Man City. I touched on it in 175 games. I've touched on how good the youngster have been. And contrary to a lot of people's belief, you know, he has done a great job at Manchester City. You see what I'm saying? He has done a great job. You see? So, yeah. Yeah. So, what we're going to do, we're going to continue reminiscing. We're going to continue reminiscing about the last couple of fixtures. And then we will get into this game. We will definitely get into this game. So, that was 3 games in a row that Liverpool had the better of City. And in the league, in the 2018-19 season where City beat Liverpool by 1 point that season at Anfield, it was a 0-0 draw. I could not forget Riyad Mahrez. Riyad freaking Mahrez missed a freaking penalty. Riyad Mahrez. Okay? We should have won that game. We should have won the game. Mahrez missed the penalty. So, ended in a 0-0 draw. The return leg at the Etihad, a 2-1 win for Man City. Who could remember that John Stones clearance off the line? I think that was the game John Stones cleared the ball off the line. It was Stones and company at the back. Laporte played left back in that game. Laporte played left back. Think he could play left back again this weekend. Danilo at right back. Fernandinho in the middle. I would definitely love to see Fernandinho again. That would be nice. But the goals came from Aguero and Leroy Sané, who has left the club. Roberto Firmino scored 1 for Liverpool. So, look, City getting the better of Liverpool in that game. We needed to win that after the 5-0 drubbing. We seem to do well at home, though, but not very well at Anfield. You see, I will get to the Anfield record pretty soon. Going back to the fixture list, Community Shield. We won the Community Shield, of course. Yay. Nobody respect that. Whatever. It's just a Community Shield. It's a charity game. Okay. 77,000 people watched the game. Nobody cares. Then we met in November. I could not forget that game. 3-1. Salah, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Fabinho scored. I don't even need to look at this freaking match sheet. I don't need to. I don't need to. That was a controversial game as well, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay? That was last season. It's whatever. But the reverse leg at the Etihad, we absolutely destroyed Liverpool 4-0. And they're saying that they were drunk or whatnot. I don't care. You got battered. You got battered. You got battered 4-0. This season, a 1-1 draw with Kevin De Bruyne missing a penalty. We should have won that game at the Etihad. We have a good record against Liverpool at home. We should have beat them at home. 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. Let's go back to the last time City picked up a win at Anfield. I'm going to go through the archives here, and I'm going to go way back because I think it's way back when it happened. Okay, 2002, 2003. It was week 37, and City beat Liverpool 2-1. In that game, Milan Baros opened the scoring for Liverpool with El Hadji Diouf. El Hadji Diouf, fresh off the 2002 World Cup, assisting. That was his 7th assist that season. For City, Nicolas Anelka, who actually played for Liverpool too, scored a brace in that game. So yeah, that was the last time City beat Liverpool at Anfield. And I know a lot of Liverpool YouTube channels, fan channels. I really don't know. I really don't know if I can say analysts. I don't know. I don't know if I could say analysts. I really don't know, because a lot of people are not analyzing nothing. They're just hitting us with a whole bunch of delusional thoughts, and that's all we're getting. That is all we're getting, man. Seriously. So I don't know if I could actually call it an analyst. And look, a lot of Liverpool fans are going to come out and talk about, oh, you haven't won at Anfield since 2003, whatever. Listen, Arsenal didn't beat United at Old Trafford since when? Exactly. They did it this season. When was the last time Brighton beat Liverpool? Anywhere? 1984. It just happened. What about Burnley? Are we going to get into Burnley? Nah, we don't need to. We don't need to, man. We don't need to. You see what I'm saying? We do not need to. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. We don't need to go down that road. We do not need to go down that road. We don't need to talk about the 7-2. And I am talking about the 7-2 indirectly, just saying that. We don't need to talk about these things. We don't need to talk about how bad Liverpool's season have been. We don't need to do that. Let's come full circle and talk about this match. Let us talk about this match right about now. Man City, currently top of the league. Top of the league, man. Listen, top of the league in prime form, man. Listen, Amazon Prime form. Amazon Prime. Liverpool, they don't have Prime. You know when you have Amazon, you buy something on Amazon, you have Prime, you could get that shit on the same day sometimes. You order, you press purchase. Somebody knock the door, like 2 hours later, you're like, whoa. Or maybe the next day. Liverpool's form has been the regular Amazon. You buy that shit, you have to wait a week. You got to wait a week for it to come. That's what's been going on right now. Look, Man City, man, imperious. Just broke Arsenal's record for the most consecutive wins. 13 in all competition for any Premier League team since 2002. That could go out the window. I know it can. I know it. I'm not delusional. I am not delusional. We could well lose this game. We could lose. We could lose the game. That could go out the window. Liverpool are playing well against top teams. They're doing well. They beat West Ham. They beat Tottenham. seems like they're rising to the occasion. They did lose to United in the Cup. They did draw to City early on in the season. They did draw to United too. They beat Chelsea. They beat Arsenal. They beat Tottenham twice already. You get it? You get what's going on? It can happen. I am not delusional. I say this again. I am not delusional. Not because City are doing well and riding high. No, we could get knocked off that high horse. We can. But it's very, very, very unlikely. It is very unlikely. And if something is unlikely, it don't mean that it can't still happen. It could still happen. Then again, I am proving that I'm not delusional here. I am. But the way Man City have been playing, man, oh my goodness. Oh boy. Oh man, it's just lovely football. Lovely, lovely football. I got some insights for you. Liverpool have lost one of their last 29 home matches against Manchester City. One, of their last 29. Drawing 9 and winning 19. A 2-1 defeat in May 2003. 1 in 29, man. Oh my God. Talking about against the odds here. Against the odds FC, Manchester City, you have to go against the odds here. The away side has won just one of the last 24 Premier League meetings between Liverpool and Manchester City, with Liverpool winning 4-1 at the Etihad in November 2015. You hear that? The away, the away side have only won one game of the last 24 Premier League meetings between Liverpool and City. That is crazy. That is a crazy stat. Man. Manchester City have won 4 of their last 5 league visits to the Premier League, reigning champions. 1 loss. Beating Man United in 11-12 and 13-14, and Chelsea in 15-16 and 17-18. However, City have never won at Anfield when Liverpool have been reigning top flight champion in 14 attempts. That's a favorable stat for the Liverpool faithfuls. Liverpool have lost each of their last 2 Premier League home games, having been unbeaten in 68 at Anfield before this. They've not lost 3 in a row at home in league competition since September 1963. Damn. Listen, if City ought to win here, it will be something special. Liverpool haven't scored in any of their last 3 Premier League home games, with their current goalless run at Anfield standing at 348 minutes. The Reds have never gone 4 consecutive home league games without scoring in their history. Damn. Whoa. That is something. Those are some good facts. Those were some really, really good facts. There's some stats that are pointing towards Liverpool cannot lose this. There's some stats pointing towards the way Liverpool are playing, they will lose this. There's some stats pointing towards a draw. You see what I mean? Liverpool versus Manchester City, 4th versus 1st. Liverpool have 40 points. City have 47. City do have a game in hand. This is a situation where Liverpool can't afford to lose this game. Not even drop any points. They can't afford to drop points. You can't afford to drop points. I know the Liverpool fans are holding on to this little glimmer of hope, saying that, if we do beat City, then it is still on. But Liverpool are acting like they're not still behind Leicester and United. Stop acting like you're not behind two more teams. See what I'm saying? Even if Liverpool win this game, City still have 4 points ahead, still a game in hand. If they win the game in hand against Everton, that's 7 points ahead still. Okay? So there's cushion. That five game barren spell where Liverpool only picked up what? 3 points or so? It definitely is going to hurt the season. You have a possible 15 points and you only pick up 3. That could be where you lost the title. And then you pick up 6 and then you drop points against Brighton. Nah. I'm not convinced. I am not convinced that Liverpool are winning the title. I've never been convinced this season that they are. Never. Maybe 1 or 2 times. But overall, it's still a never. There was a few times I was like, yeah, maybe. But overall, never. Never. I've been talking a lot all week, so I have to keep sipping the water so my throat does not fail me. I've been doing a lot of talking. If Liverpool had failed to pick up anything against West Ham and against Tottenham, they would have been in way more trouble than they are now. But they lose to Brighton. And I'm like, oh man, what is going on? I thought Liverpool were getting their mojo back. I really thought so. But apparently not. Klopp is saying that the players are suffering from mental fatigue. There's too many games to play. Klopp, you're the one who put the squad together. You put the squad together. If you had a better overall squad, you would not have been in this kind of situation. You would not have been in this situation. That's why there's a transfer window for you to bulk up your team as best as you can. You are the one who looked at your team, who looked at your squad and say, yeah, I think this is good enough. You're the one who chose to promote Nico Williams, Reece Williams, not to send Nat Phillips back out on loan. You were the one. You guys decided that. When you sold Lovren, you were supposed to bring in a center back. You had to. You had to bring in a senior center back just to have us covered. You had to. Didn't. Lost Van Dijk, lost Gomez. You end up having to play Fabinho and Henderson at the back. You lose 2 midfielders right there in the process. You just lost two midfielders in the process by doing that. And then you have to put in guys who are not really match sharp in the midfield. You have guys playing all over the place. You see what I'm saying? You're not making the right decisions, in my opinion. Playing Milner ahead of Curtis Jones, where I think Jones should have been playing the game against Brighton. You brought in Thiago. And like I said in the last live stream, Liverpool probably were a better team without Thiago. And nobody come argue with me. And this is exactly why, another reason, I'm enjoying doing this by myself. Because I could say what I have to say. You guys are going to just take what I have to say and just analyze in your head what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Okay? I don't have nobody interrupting me. I'm going to say what I have to say and how I feel. I want to argue. This is how I feel. I don't want to argue. Listen, look at the stats. What have Thiago done apart from passing the ball very nicely? Please tell me. I'm waiting. Please tell me what he has done for you lately. What have you done for Liverpool lately, Thiago? What have you done? What have you done for me lately? Nothing. Nothing. Don't tell me you have Thiago in your midfield and you're losing to Burnley and you're losing to Brighton, and then you want to come tell me about Thiago over De Bruyne. Listen, knock it off. Take a hike. Take a hike. Demo, I don't want to argue with you. You sounding delusional too. I'm gonna put you in the category as one of the delusional Liverpool fans. I have to put you there too. You're there, Ryan is there. You're both delusional. Sorry. But you guys are delusional. You guys are delusional. Thiago, how many games he have played? Listen, man, what are we gonna do? Since you don't believe me, we'll bring it up. Since you don't believe me, we're gonna bring it up right now. You don't want to believe me? Nobody want to believe me? If you're in the chat and you think I'm only talking shit, you don't want to believe me? I'm not. I'm talking facts right now. I'm talking straight facts right now, okay? I'm bringing it up. I'm going to bring it up right now. I'm going to show you guys on the screen right about now what's been going on with Thiago Alcantara at Liverpool. Football isn't just stats. So why you brought in Ben Davies? Why? Please tell me why you brought Davies in if it's not about stats. Explain to me. Explain. Why do they keep stats then? Why Opta stats? They make a living on stats. You telling me about football ain't about stats? Listen, bro. When the stats aren't in your favor, that's when you say it's not about stats. That's when you say it's not about stats. The better stats, if the team have great stats, it means the team is doing really good. The stats are shitty, you're not doing well. It's stats. Stats. You telling me football ain't about stats, it's telling me accounting is not important. That's what you're basically telling me. You're telling me, listen, Bamford has been doing a better job than Jesus. He's not a better footballer than Jesus, but he is more effective than Jesus. See what I'm saying? In front of goal, he has proven more effective because he has more goals. But then, if you go back and you check the stats, then you'll see that Bamford had way more opportunities than Jesus to score. So then maybe you'll come back and say, maybe he's not. Stats are important. Stats are important. It's very important. We're going to bring it up, and I'm going to shut up all the delusional Liverpool people right now, and the Thiago fanboys and the Thiago stands right now. Just take a look at this right now and telling me stats not important. It ain't important. Tell me it's not important. Thiago was playing for great teams. Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Liverpool are a great team. Not that great this season. Not that great this season. While Bayern Munich were great every single season he was there. Every season. He was just a cog in the machine. Just like he is a cog in the Liverpool misfiring machine right now. Cylinder 1 is missing. Cylinder 4 is missing. Cylinder 6 is missing. How many cylinders your engine have, Liverpool? How many cylinders? You have an 8 cylinder? You have a 12? What do you have? Let's say you have an 8. You see what I'm saying? Let's say you have a V8. Okay? Let's say you have a V8, okay? 1 is missing. 4 is missing. 5 is missing. The engine ain't working. It ain't working. 9 Premier League appearances. No goals, no assists. Goals and assists win you games, man. You telling me about stats? When you want to talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold, what do? You go and you bring up the amount of assists he got. And then you want to tell me that stats don't matter. Biased. Delusional. I know all Thiago does is pass the ball properly. That's it. He passes the ball well. That's it. That's what he's been doing for Liverpool. Nothing else. Nothing else. Give away a few penalties. Give away a few bad free kicks. Come on. Let's be honest here. We are being honest. I have nothing against the man. But look at these stats though. This ain't the Bruno Fernandes stats or the Bruno Fernandes performances. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh man. You guys are putting this man way too high on the fucking pedestal. And you need to stop. Stop it. And we're still talking about Liverpool versus City this weekend, by the way. We are. 9 games. 9. Let me clear my throat. Got a frog in my throat, man. Let me clear it. 9 games. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Coronavirus. Knee injury. I know Richarlison fucked his knee up and everything, but he was out for a very long time. And that's something that I feared could have happened with Thiago. He has a dodgy injury record. How many games he missed here? From 6 to 15. That is what? 10 games. He missed 10 games. You guys are... Oh, we don't have Thiago. But you guys did well. Look at this, right? You guys tell me, please, somebody please tell me if Thiago makes Liverpool better or worse. Look at this. Liverpool has 11 wins this season, 11. When Thiago wasn't playing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins, 1, 2, 3, 4 draws. They never lost a game here. They did lose a game without Thiago. Right there. The 7-2 loss. But without Thiago, Liverpool have only lost 1 out of 12. 1 out of 12, right? 1 out of 12. Or I think 1 out. Let me make sure I get this right. 4, 10, 12. 1 out of 12. 1 out of 12 games. He has played 9 matches, I think. There has to be another game in there. He missed the first game. 1 out of 12. He wasn't bought for the first game. So we're breaking down what Thiago has done at Liverpool so far. That's what we're doing right now. So, oh boy. Dom, have you heard about Klopp's comments that City benefited from a 2-week COVID break to go to top? Pep replied he'll address it directly with Klopp. I didn't hear this one. I gotta check out these interviews. I've been check out these interviews though, because look, man, look at me, man. Look at me. Demo, look at me, man. Look at me. Look here, please. You talking about who passed the ball to who to score this? How many times Kevin De Bruyne did that? Never got the credit for it. How many times? Many times. Many times he's done it. You guys need to just get to the realization that the man is not really helping you. That's the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is this is not against Liverpool, This is a great point that a lot of Liverpool fans would not want to talk about. He's not made your team better. You had players, capable players that could have done almost the same thing. I'm telling you this. And back to the whole thing, Klopp's just making excuses. He's just making excuses. Listen, when let's say you show up, let's say you woke up late from work. And you have to come up with some type of excuse. You can't tell them you're late. You have to come up with some excuse at work to say, man, this is the reason why I didn't come early for the last couple of days. You know what I mean? You got to come up with some kind of excuse. You know what I'm saying? You got to tell them that you're not there. You know what I mean? I'm mentally fatigued. I've been stressed out. This whole COVID-19 thing is stressing me out. I'm not right in the head right now. They won't fire you for that. That's kind of a discrimination. And the other thing I don't like about a lot of people in the comments is like they make points and then they're in the comments looking for strength. Woo! Love it, man. Listen. We're going to go back here. That's the thing about me. I'm going to bring straight facts, man. Look, straight facts. Thiago played against Chelsea. That was Thiago's best game. He broke records in 45 minutes. Yay, Thiago! Yay, Thiago! Coronavirus. Missed 2 games. Came back. Drew against Everton. He played 90 minutes. Bam, Richarlison took him out. Injured for 10 games. Came back. Since he came back, what happened? Look, this is what we're talking about. It's right there on the screen. Since he came back, what happened? 3 losses. 3 losses. 3, against Southampton, Burnley, and Brighton. And you want to tell me, you want to come talk to me about Thiago? Man, stop it, man. You guys need to stop it. You guys need to just stop the bullshit, man. Look at this. Thiago. How many games is this? 7 games. 7 games. You dropped points in 5. And Thiago was heavily involved, except for the Newcastle game. 7 games. You only won twice. And during those games, no goals, no assists, none. If you don't, listen, man. Listen. Unless you're a defender, which includes a defensive midfielder, and you don't score no goals or no assists, you cannot get the player of the season. You can't. So tell me how stats are not important. Please, somebody tell me how stats are not important here. Please tell me. Please tell me. This ain't about Thiago versus Kevin De Bruyne. Some of you guys are getting this thing mixed up if that's what you're thinking. This is not comparing to Thiago. This is not comparing Thiago to another player. It is not. This is about coming to the realization that Thiago has not contributed enough to Liverpool Football Club on the field. That's it. That is it. That's all I'm saying. His presence has not helped you. And the stats are right there. It's right there. Cold hard stats to prove it. It has not helped. Because when you didn't have him, you didn't lose. 1 game you lost. 1 game, and that was an anomaly against Aston Villa. Apart from that, you did not lose a single game, man. You didn't. You didn't. You see what I mean? You didn't. But look, I've been going on way too long. I don't even realize it was 12:24. I have an appointment coming up, but I will get to the appointment late. I see the person is in the chat. I will get to you. I will get to you pretty soon. But we have to talk about this. We have to address these issues. We have to address these little issues. You see what I mean? Trent's not playing at his best. Robertson's not playing at his best simply because he's not. He's not crossing as many balls as he used to. Trent ain't either. Maybe they are indeed mentally fatigued. Mane, how many games he went without scoring? Then he scored. Then he's injured. Salah, I know he's on top of the goal scoring chart. He went about 6 games without scoring, and he's back scoring. Then against Brighton, when you have to score, you don't score. Come on, man. Firmino, 275 games for Liverpool. You only got 85 Gs. 85 Gs. I know you racked up about 70-something assists. Might as well you play in midfield then. Play as a midfielder. And free up the top spot for somebody else. Liverpool also a missing Jota. Maybe that's the missing piece. Maybe that's the missing piece, man. Maybe that's the missing piece. It has to be the missing piece. Jota has to be the missing piece. Let's bring up Jota. Let's talk about the Jota thing. Would he be available for City? Would he be available? I'm not sure. I think he's still injured. Let's bring up Jota. You want to talk about stats? You want to tell me about stats is not important, D. Modre? If Jota had 0 goals right now, what would you be saying about Jota? Haven't worked out really. Haven't really worked out, man. It haven't worked out. I haven't worked out. He's played how many games for us and he still have not scored. It haven't worked out. Stats. What are you talking about? Stats. It's bookkeeping. You tell me you want to have a business. What is a business without bookkeeping? It's a scam. Do you want to continue the argument? Do you want to really argue with me? Do you want to really argue with me? Do you? Okay, that's what I thought. You don't. You don't want to argue with me. You don't want to argue. You do not want to argue with me when it comes to these points here. Let's take a look at what Jota did when he was fit. Look here. Look here. Only the 7-2, you know. Only the 7-2. You see that? When he was fit, you never lost but the 7-2. When he's out, look at what's going on here. Look at this when he's out. Jota is the missing piece. Jota, Van Dijk, Gomez is the missing piece. These are the missing pieces. These are the missing. These are the missing pieces. And it goes now to say, where, let me bring this up. Where, like, not where. Which 11 will Klopp play against City? I don't need to go into what City have been doing, you know. We're not in no crisis right now. We are not in crisis mode. City have been winning so many games on the trot. I don't need to go into that. I do not need to go into that. And as I said earlier, I'm not delusional. We could well lose this game. We could well lose this game. You see what I'm saying? We could well lose this game. So I missed the super chat here from Doug. If Virgil van Dijk wins Player of the Season for 2018-19, do you think Ruben Diaz will deserve the Player of the Year, the signing of the summer? Well, if City wins the title, with the way they are playing right now, not scoring a lot of goals, and if there's not another very, very, very impressive player on a team that come in second or third, like the way Bruno Fernandes is playing, you got to give it to one of Stones or Diaz. You have to. You can't give it to Edison because he ain't doing much. He ain't really got much to do because of Stones and Diaz. So, if, for example, let's say an Ilkay Gundogan continue to play like he's playing, he could be a candidate. He can be a candidate. If Mo Salah keeps on scoring goals, Liverpool do not win the title, but Mo Salah ends up with the golden boot, he could be a candidate. But the fact that the defenders have been doing so well, you would have to give it to a Stones or Diaz. And if I have to, it's a tricky one because you could then commend John Stones for bouncing back and playing so well. And you could commend Ruben Diaz for acclimatizing and transitioning from a lower league in the Portuguese league to the Premier League seamlessly and winning a title. So that's how best I could answer that question. Great question. Great question. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a great question here. Appreciate that, Doug. Definitely appreciate that. In terms of the 11s, I talk about form. I talk about players who are not playing well. I've given players their credit. I've done all of that. In terms of form, I've touched it. Liverpool are not in good form. They're not. The last 8 games, Liverpool have only won 2. In the Premier League, though. I'm talking Premier League. 2. The Thiago thing was only a little point I'm making. I'm only making a damn point, man. You guys don't need to lose your shit about Thiago. You know, listen. Thiago is a very good player. He's a very good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's just have not been that good. Get it in your heads, man. He hasn't been that good. He has not been that good. I'm not going to, listen, no reservations on that. I'm not holding it back. I'm speaking facts. He ain't good. Not good. Not good in a Liverpool jersey. Not good enough. Not good. And you must be delusional to be like, ooh, Thiago, oh my God. No. Great passes, but that's it. That is it. As a matter of fact, he needs to get dropped. As a matter of fact, he needs to get dropped for this game. And we're talking about selection. He needs to get dropped. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Robertson will play. If Fabinho comes back, you have to play Fabinho at centre back. But if you have Kabak and he's available, if you have Davies and one of them are available, play them. That's why you brought them in. Don't bring them in and then have them on the bench. Play them. Not Phillips. He's a trier. He's a fighter. But he ain't good enough. He ain't good enough. He tries. He tries. And you have to commend a person who tries hard. They will get a few, they will do some things right and other things they won't do right. Like ghost kicking and ghost heading. Go back and look at the replay from the goals Liverpool conceded. The last 2 goals. Just go back and look at them and you'll see what I'm talking about. Reece Williams ain't good enough. You brought in Kabak, who for Schalke wasn't good enough either. But this is a new landscape. You never know. You never know what might happen. You have to play one of them. Push Henderson up in the midfield. Play Curtis Jones. Wijnaldum has been kind of sleeping as of late. Play Wijnaldum. Drop Thiago. Drop Thiago. Just try something different. But Klopp won't do that. He won't. He won't drop him unless he's injured. He won't drop him. I'm speaking plain facts right now. Salah, Mane, Firmino will play. That's going to be the team. I think Henderson, I don't think Klopp will drop him. I'm calling for them to drop him. Henderson, Thiago, Wijnaldum will play this game. Or maybe a Curtis Jones. Maybe he'll drop Wijnaldum and play Curtis Jones instead. I don't know what Klopp's going to do. I'm not in his mind, but he has been making some kind of dodgy decisions. Who knows? Maybe Shaqiri will start. We don't know. Maybe he'll be thinking, oh, I need the Shaqiri creativity. There you go, Man City. Let's see how you fare against this team. But then, when you look at the bench has nothing to offer. Nothing. The bench has nothing to offer. Not a goddamn thing to offer. Nothing. Am I lying? Divock Origi, what has he done lately? Oxlade-Chamberlain, what has he done lately? Curtis Jones is the only player I see come off the bench and really affect games. Liverpool are light right now. Very light. Very light. In terms of City's 11, I don't know what Pep's going to do. We know we'll see Ederson. I think it's going to be John Stones and Diaz at the back. Is he going to play Laporte at left back again? Are we going to see Kyle Walker? Or would he play Kyle Walker and João Cancelo in the fullbacks? Or would we see Kyle Walker and Zinchenko, no Laporte on the bench? We got options. We got options. We got options. Fernandinho or Rodri. You know what I'm saying? You got options. Play 2 of them or play 1 of them. You got options. I think you should go with 1. I think you should go with 1. Don't play 2. You know what I mean? Don't go in your shell too much. Don't go back and let this Liverpool team attack you. You go at them. You see what I'm saying? They're vulnerable right now. You go at them. Gundogan, what is it going to be? Gundogan or Foden or Gundogan and Bernardo? Options. Is Kevin De Bruyne going to be fit for the bench here? I don't know. Maybe not. But we've been doing the business without Kevin De Bruyne, like I've said. Aguero on the bench? Maybe not. We've been doing the business without Aguero. Up front, you have Sterling, Jesus, Ferran Torres. You got Riyad Mahrez to choose from. A lot of options. Options. Your woman giving you headache? You don't stress because you got options. Okay? No stress. I'm not stressed out about this, but I'm also not delusional to think that we are 100% gonna win it and there will be no other result. It's gonna be a good game. Hopefully we don't get a 0-0 draw. I don't want no stalemate. Hopefully we don't. I want to see a good game. And in my opinion, I couldn't have done a better job talking about the match. I couldn't. And if you're in here, you don't understand why I'm speaking with bravado and confidence. What world are you living in? City has been very good. Best team in the league right now. Most informed team in the league right now. And I have all right. But at the same time, I am gonna stay a little humble to know that could go right out the window. It could just go right out the window. But it's gonna be a good game. I don't think City gonna lose the game. And with that being said, my prediction for this game, if you guys have watched the preview with Doug already, you would know what I think. But my prediction for this game is going to be a 2-0 win at Anfield for Man City to break the Anfield jinx. Liverpool would lose 3 in a row for the first time. They would not score another goal at Anfield again until maybe another team visit there. That's my prediction. Is it going to happen like that? Maybe, maybe not. I don't want to be here sounding like some delusional person. No. Do I think Liverpool going back to back? No. Do I think City is going to win the title? Yes. Is it because I'm a City fan? No. It's just how I felt. I assessed things and this is how I felt. And I'm keeping it real. Real as real could be. Because when I check out the Liverpool, I'm feeling out the Liverpool fans. I'm watching the Liverpool fan channels and all. Chaos. It's a chaos going on there. Chaos. So that's my prediction. 2-0 to City. You could agree. You could disagree. We all have our opinions. I'm here to share mine. And that'll be the final prediction. 2-0. And that would officially and finally will put a stop to the back-to-back talk. Even a draw would put a stop to the back-to-back talk. A draw. Because Liverpool do have Leicester and United to deal with down there. Okay? So, that's what I'm saying. That's me. What if someone called you delusional for saying that? People have their own opinions. People got their own opinions. They got their own opinions. But I don't predict City to win every game, though. I don't. I predicted us to lose to Tottenham, and we did. I predicted us to pick up a couple draws, and maybe we went on to win those games. But it's just my thoughts, and that's what I'm here to do. I've been doing that all season, so I don't see why it would be a difference now that it was all season. You know what I'm saying? People know that I come out and I say what I have to say. I've been doing it for 4 years now. See what I'm saying? 4 years. I've had a baby since. You see what I'm saying? While I've been doing this. But big up to everybody, man. Big up to everybody for sharing your thoughts. Everybody who turned out, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the stream. Definitely appreciate it. Check out the preview that Doug and I did over on his channel. Check that out. Make sure you check that out. I will share a link in my community tab as well when I'm done. And I have to go back and watch over that one too to hear, just see how it comes out, to see if I'm satisfied with my performance over on the Dugout Football channel. And yeah, a few days ago, I thought it will end in a draw, but after giving it a second thought, I think City will win 4-3. Woo, high-scoring thriller. Scoring a goal in the 90 minutes. Oh, man. I don't want a 4-3. I don't want a 4-3. I do not want a 4-3. I want to sit easy, watch this game. I'll be at work. I won't have the popcorn on deck though, but I want to just enjoy the game. Enjoy the game and enjoy a City win. And when I'm done, come later on in the day and celebrate like it's the new millennium. See what I mean? That's what I want to do. So I'll be back. I'll be back on Sunday to do the roundup. It was fun. It was fun doing the prediction. I've been streaming every day this week. I don't think I'll stream on this channel tomorrow. Maybe if we have a 9-0 or something, I will. Or some upset, I will. But I won't be doing that. I won't be doing that. Won't be doing that. So yeah. We have Jota on fire saying a 2-1 to 2-1 to Liverpool. Okay. 2-1 to Liverpool. Martin Kolev 3-0 to City. AD, what up, AD? He's saying a 1-1. A 1-1 draw. Giovanni, even being a big Liverpool fan, is saying I'm not confident about Liverpool, to be honest. And that's the thing. Dom, I'm happy to jump on the stream with you. Yeah, definitely, dog. If you're available on Sunday, you could come through, bro. You could come through. You could come through as a guest. You could come through as a guest. I won't advertise that you're coming on, but you'll come through on Sunday. Any result, win, lose, or draw, you could come through, bro. You could come through. Definitely, you know what I mean? At least you're not delusional. At least you're not. And that's what I like. You're not delusional at all. And not that you're sucking up or anything. No, you're just not delusional like a lot of people, man. And I want City to win this game so I can finally shut up some people. Finally. Okay? So with that being said, I think I'll call it a day, guys. Appreciate everybody who turned up. I've been going for 3 hours. I'm usually very sleepy after these streams. Very. A lot of concentration, man. Imagine talking for 3 hours in front of 50 people. Non-stop, It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, you know what I'm saying? But I will continue to do this for as long as I have health and strength. And we're going to be going very strong in 2021. Very strong. A lot of live streams in 2021. You see, I've invested in the setup. I got the thing looking better. I ain't doing it for me only. I'm doing it for you as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. And FIFA today, tomorrow, I'll do some FIFA live streams later. Obviously, I will. I took a break last night from the FIFA live stream because I just needed that break, man, to just chill, clear my mind a bit, browse Facebook a bit. You know what I'm saying? These are, I haven't watched a movie in a while. These are things that I need to do, man, So, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Appreciate the people who dropped super chats today. Appreciate the members who came through. Appreciate the non-members, simply because these guys would love to be members. They would love to drop. A lot of people would love to drop a super chat, but they're just not in the position to do so. I do understand that. I'm not delusional, okay? So, guys, look. I hope I did a good job. I think I did okay. There could be things I could have talked about that I didn't, but I can't touch on everything. I'm pretty sure you guys touched on a lot of things in the comments. And always remember, in the future, if there's something that I haven't talked about, I haven't touched on, it goes back. You drop a super chat, and you bring up your point, I have to touch on it. Remember that. Remember that. And remember, every single donation helps the channel to make the channel better for you. Okay? It's like we are the world. For you and for me and the entire human race. It's all for the betterment, the bigger picture. Okay? Remember the big picture? Yeah. So look, man, look. From your boy Dominic Rich, thanks for coming through again. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new. If you're watching the replay and you got all the way to the end, appreciate ya. So from your boy Dom, until next time, thanks for watching. Peace out. Rich Squad.